number one.
Good morning, Ghana. It's a beautiful Monday morning, and you are welcome to the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show right here on GhanaTalks Radio. This is the news headline review. I remain your host, Ruth Esenam Fiagbedu, and joining me this morning on the news headline review is Miss Regina Bless and Miss Debbie Adoso. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
good. What's up for you?
I'm fine. How was the weekend?
Cool.
Oh, nice. Miss Debbie, how was the weekend?
Interesting.
Hope you went to church.
I did.
Oh, nice. I was not able to go to church yesterday.
Why?
Oh, yeah, I was in class.
Oh, sorry.
But we had a sad news yesterday with regards to the former president of Nigeria, Buhari, who passed away. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I saw it in the news yesterday. Nigeria is our neighboring country. They are sisters and brothers. So we should sympathize with them. That's so sad.
Very, very sad it
Yeah,
is.
I saw it yesterday. I was like, oh, Buhari.
Are you sure it was Buhari?
Yeah,
It's
it was Buhari.
the former
Then
president.
I didn't check the name because I saw this thing.
Is it Mohammed Yusuf?
Yeah, Mohammed Buhari.
Mohammed Buhari.
May his soul rest in peace.
Yeah, may his soul rest.
When you get there, he will answer questions.
What questions do you want him to answer?
He will answer questions. Well,
He's
I
not
don't
going-
know.
Right now he's dead, so we can't say bad things about
Oh,
him
no.
right now.
No one is saying anything bad. Though. I wish you the best when you get there.
All right, let's dive into our major news item for this morning. Presidency launches government accountability series to promote transparency. The Presidency Communications Office has announced the launch of a new initiative, the Government Accountability Series, aimed at deepening transparency and accountability in governance. The series, which begins on Monday, July 14th, 2025, will provide a platform for key sector ministers to present mid-year updates on their respective portfolios and offer the public a tentative appraisal of government performance over the past 6 months. According to the presidency spokesperson and Minister of State for Government Communication, Felix Kwache Ofosu, the initiative will run 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. The inaugural section will feature Minister for Interior, Mutaka Mubarak, who will provide insights into development and interventions within the country's security and interior sectors. The Government Accountability Series is expected to serve as a regular mechanism for fostering dialogue between government and the citizenry while reinforcing the administration's commitment to openness and responsive governance. So government has launched a series and they call it the Government Accountability Series, and it's a new communication initiative by the Office of the President that is aimed at promoting transparency, openness, and public trust in how the government operates. Now, these are the regular updates from ministers. They'll be giving us regular updates from ministers. Key government ministers will speak 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, to report on what their ministries have done in the past 6 months, explain current projects and challenges, and answer questions and give the public a clear sense of progress or problems, and public engagement and transparency. It's a way to keep the citizens informed and make sure leaders are held accountable. So this is coming from the Office of the President, and this will be held 3 times in a week, and the person to start that will be our Interior Minister, Mutaka Mubarak. And I think this is the first of its kind we have seen in the history of Ghana, if I'm not mistaken, where ministers will come and update the citizen on what is going on, the challenges they are facing, and then the projects they're embarking on so far. So I'll begin with you, Miss Debbie. What shall we be on this?
It's a good call. It is. Because I think one thing every country looks to is accountability and transparency. Because the people that are being appointed are there. It's part that is being entrusted into their hands, and then they've been given a mandate. So it is right for you to come and update us on how far you've gotten to, maybe what are the challenges. And this is what Ghana we've been lacking for so long. I would say with the previous administration, it's not as if they don't know they have to do it, but I don't know why they didn't do it. So with this current administration bringing this on board, I feel like it's going to put these ministers on their guard. Even if you're not doing the right thing, you're supposed to do the right thing by force. Because I was happy it's not only the ministers they are going to interrogate. They'll be interrogating the community members as well. So even if the minister is saying something that is not right, the people within where you live, what you do, they will speak it out. So you brief us on how far you've gotten to 3 times in a week. It's good. It's good. So that the person will be held accountable. What would be the essence if you've been given a mandate and then you're not being held accountable? You don't account for what you are doing. Then it means you are joking. And that is why we give position to people and then they do what they want to do. Because they feel like at the end of the day, there is not going to be any interrogation. I'm not going to be held responsible, so I can do anything I want. And then we end up like embezzling from the states, and then we leave the states in shambles and no one cares, and we allow them to go scot-free. So with this, it's good. You come, yes, maybe I've been appointed for 3 months. This is what I've done. These are my challenges. And then you brief us. So if me sitting at my home, I feel like you're not doing anything or I'm not seeing what you are doing with what you say, and I'm sure you're not just coming to stand and say whatever you want to say. You're coming to say with facts, right? 3 months, you can't tell me that you've got on ground 3 months and you haven't done anything. You have to come with a proof. This is what I've done. This will speak for me. So we, the citizens at home who feels like you're not doing anything or we haven't seen much of your effort, you're coming to clear our doubts. And whatever you say is what it will be used against you. You have to bear that in mind as well, to ensure that you're accountable. You cannot come and tell me that as you've been appointed, this is what you've done. We go on ground and then we realize that it's wrong. It will be held against you. So with that, it's good.
It's good. Miss Eugenia, what's your thoughts on the government's coming up with this initiative, Government Accountability Series?
The Government Accountability Series is a great move, and I would say it's a right step in the right direction, in the sense that we voted for you.
Right.
And as a government, you need to be very transparent. You don't wait for the citizens to come out and be questioning you on what you do with our own money. Mind you, it's our own money. And it's our own vote, because we voted for you. Without our vote, you wouldn't be where you are. So it's a sense of responsibility for them to even think of that. First off, I would say they have the interests of the people at heart.
Right.
Now, moving to our monetary issues, I would say it got to a point where we didn't trust the government at a point, maybe especially in the past administration, because of one or two things we've seen. And it's just like this government is rectifying their past mistakes. Oh, when we were in part, this is this and this and this and this is what we did. Now let's do this in the right way. And I believe they're also looking up to the past administration's mistake to build on people's trust. So first off, this accountability series will boost the trust of the people.
Right.
It will boost our trust because the money, you always say you've allocated this sum of money to this initiative. Give us a breakdown of what you use the money for. It's not just a breakdown as a work or paper true. So please, they need to bring evidence backing what they are saying. And I think that in as much as it's a good thing, I would say it has its own bad side, because people would still be corrupt in a way to still forge documents. So the works you do should speak for itself. You also the scanner, you say, okay, me who says scan also the auto laptop no for laptop ne me. Now they are me, oh fine, ye ne juma, there was say ye. That is good. And I think secondly, with this accountability series, it will also put ministers on their toes. Because at the end of the day, you need to account for whatever you did.
Yeah.
They say what you sow is what you reap.
Right.
So you don't expect, say, you come and give us cock and bull stories. So you need to work diligently. So if you are giving 1,000 cedis to do this, you need to make sure that 1,000 cedis is used for its right purpose.
Right.
This is not the time where you split the 1,000 cedis into 4 halves. Oh, way because of a ministers, way by me bottom. No. That is not the time for that. And so this account series putting people on their toes, it will also in a way crack down on corruption.
Yeah. And I think that's a good initiative from the NDC government, because they've been in opposition for how many years? For 8 years. That was when Nanado was president.
Yeah.
And I think they've gone to do a proper research. They've gone to like analyze the kind of attitude or the behaviors that Ghanaians are in this country. Because right here in this country, if you are doing things and then they are not seeing it, or you don't give them dito. Look at yesterday, like this, what happened? They informed us that there's going to be a lighthouse. There was no lighthouse, and
people were complaining.
People were complaining again.
ECG, we don't like promises.
So right now that they are being transparent with us, and then they are telling us that, oh, this and so is actually the reason why we are giving this light out, and there was no light out, we were still complaining again. So assuming we're just there and then the light just went out without no explanation.
Ghana for your problem.
No, we are actually our own problem. We are actually our own problem.
Even said that this morning. That
and people went to church with their chargers.
Oh, I went to church with my charger.
All right, so let's not digress from the issue. I think governments coming up with this accountability series is going to go a long way. It's going to keep ministers on their toes, because at the end of the day, they have to give accounts of whatever that they have done, what they didn't do, and some of the challenges they are facing to be able to execute some of the tasks that they are supposed to do. In a normal company, you are supposed to report to who? The CEO. But right there, they are reporting to we the citizens, and I think that is a good one. And that's the real definition of democracy. Everyone has a say. So them coming out with this accountability series is a good one, and I think we should grab this opportunity and listen if indeed they are working diligently. I think that will be fine. All right, moving on to our next news item. Baumia's early concession disrupted 2024 results collation, and this is coming from Fuseni. Former Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, Mr. Fuseni, has attributed the widespread incomplete collation of results from the 2024 general election to the early concession made by the New Patriotic Party flag bearer, Dr. Baumia, according to the former legislature. Dr. Baumia's premature congratulatory message to the then National Democratic Congress flag bearer John Dramani Mahama disrupted the official coalition process, creating confusion and disinterest in finalizing the parliamentary results. Mr. Fuseni made these comments while reacting to the July 11, 2025 rerun of the parliamentary election in 19 polling stations within the Ablekuma North constituency. He explained that at the time of Baumia's concession, the EC was still in the process of collating both parliamentary and presidential results across the country. Speaking on the big issue on Saturday, July 12, 2025, the former Tamale Central MP said, "It's important to note that after every election, the Electoral Commission has between 48 to 72 hours to collate and declare results. But Baumia conceded long before the EC could complete its process. That action rendered every activity happening at the collation centers moot. Because of that, nobody paid attention to the parliamentary results again. His early concession derailed the process." The former lawmaker also noted that this development had a direct impact on constituencies like Ablekuma North, where the collation of results was still ongoing when Baumia conceded. He did not help hold the country together. He created confusion. There was no tension building. People were simply waiting for results. But once he conceded, people at centers like Ablekuma North, who were still collating pink sheets, saw no need to continue, Fuseni said. In addition to Ablekuma North, which faced issues with its parliamentary results, constituencies such as Tema Central, Okankwe Central, Akwetia, and Insawum also encountered challenges with their parliamentary results, which were later resolved through court-ordered recounts and recollation. And that was coming from Mr. Fuseni, who is the Member of Parliament for Tamale. What do you make of it? He says that Dr. Baumia's early concession of defeat in the 2024 presidential election disrupted the proper collation of results. Do you agree with him? Because here lies the case. He made mention that the EC had 48 to 72 hours to declare results. But Mr. Baumia didn't wait for that at all. Immediately he saw on TV that, yo man, I'm losing. He just went straight ahead to accept defeat. And that made people disinterested in the rest of the coalition they were actually doing with regards to the parliamentary election. And due to that, it caused a whole lot of confusion. Because assuming you are running an election and you've already accepted defeat and they are still counting, if you were the agent, would you still go ahead and count? And Ms. Debbie, would you still go ahead and count when the leader has already come out to say that, yo, I know I've lost. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you, Mr. President. Would you still have that interest or that morale, that zeal to still continue to collate the results?
In a way, no, but then I have to finish because it's my work.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe at the end of it, the table might turn. But former vice president conceding to defeat, it didn't disrupt anything. No, everyone knows who was winning.
Oh, so you think it didn't cause any form?
It didn't. No, it didn't. It didn't cause any form of confusion. I was personally with my television watching. Everyone was watching. Every Ghanaian was watching. Even if you are not watching on television, social media, Facebook, it was there. TikTok, it was there. And it was like 2024 election was one of the best elections I've ever experienced. Trust me. It was the election that all the citizens were involved.
Of course.
Everybody was involved. Some of them were at the collation centers. Others were on their phone. That day was Sunday. I was in church, but I was on my phone.
So the election took place on Saturday?
It took place on Saturday, but the counting and everything started in that evening. But it was declared on Sunday. So even on Sunday, people were seeing like the
Exactly.
Even
People were
though
still counting.
they were still counting the ballot papers, because in some centers there were disruption.
Yes.
So even at church, I will tell you that 99% that pastor and preach, our attention wasn't there. We were on the phone.
Oh, I see.
We want to see what is going, because
By
everybody is
then-
giving different figures.
Yes. By then, NDC hadn't been even declared as
NDC having, but with what is going, you could tell that NDC is winning.
We get it, but don't you think Dr. Baumia was too quick?
He wasn't quick. He wasn't. That was the best thing he did.
In as much as people are saying that after
That
he
was the
came
best
to-
thing he did.
In as much as people are saying that he came to
Mm-hmm.
accept defeat, they've given him that kind of like respect. Their respect for him has gone from 0 to 100 and a whole lot. But remember that the EC had 48 hours to 72 hours to declare the result.
Yes.
And then it
She
was on
should-
Saturday the election took place.
It took
and
place on
Saturday
Saturday.
in the morning, you've already come out when collation was not even done yet.
Wait, he didn't disrupt anything.
I-
The EC sitting back at home. Okay, so let me wear the shoes of the vice president.
Okay.
Sitting back at home, I've realized that, I'm almost defeated. Everything shows. And I was like, okay, fine. For me to wait for you to come and declare me, it's better I declare myself. And then I go to
But are you
congratulate
the
you.
EC to declare
I'm not the
yourself?
EC. So you, the EC, shouldn't follow me. Do your work. At the end of the day, you still come and declare it. I've done it. I'm not doing your work. This is my personal decision. But what I've seen, I've already declared defeat for myself, and I was like, let me congratulate Let me congratulate Q. And I go to congratulate Q. I'm not stopping you, ECJ Mensa. I'm not stopping you from collating your results. That is the best thing you could have done. After I've declared myself, what's the name? I've declared defeat for myself. You should have come out, yes. So even I've declared defeat for myself, you are supposed to do your work as well. So Baumia didn't cause any chaos. He didn't cause any disruption. What he did was, anyone in his shoes would do the same thing. You are on television, people calling you, Yario. I know he's party faithfuls.
Are you easy to come and stand there and be like,
I'm
Mario?
not the EC.
Right.
But I've done my part. You the EC. Does that mean that I'm stopping you from doing your work? No.
Not like you are stopping the EC from doing his or her work, but in a way, they are party agents at each polling station.
Are you trying to say
And
that
then
they are
if
not
your
calling
leader
him to
has
inform him?
actually come out to say that, oh, I've accepted defeat, assuming you emotionally, your morale will drop.
This is not about morale dropping. After the results were collated, you could actually see that even 90% of constituency, or let me say polling stations, Mahama was leading. And even the stronghold, MPP, their stronghold is in the Ashanti region.
Yes.
And 90% of the votes came for NDC. What are you trying to say? You will concede to defeat.
What he is saying is that for him to come and declare himself already defeated for the presidential, took people's mind out of the parliamentary elections, and it got people disinterested in it. And due to that, there was some kind of like confusion.
No.
That's what Mr. Fuseni
No,
is saying.
I don't agree with him.
Oh,
I don't. I don't agree with him at all.
All right. Miss Regina.
Which confusion?
Well, Mr. Fuseni is saying that it was wrong for Baumia to come out early to come and declare himself defeated or to congratulate President Mahama, because as at the time he came out to come and give that message, they were still collating results, and EC had 48 hours to 72 hours to finish collation and come and declare the candidates for president and then the candidates for parliamentary as well. So in his words, he's saying that he caused some bit of like confusion and got people disinterested in the parliamentary results collation. That's what Mr. Fuseni is saying.
Okay, so first off, I don't see why someone coming out to publicly concede to defeat be a distraction to your job. You are doing your job. If we are having an election and after the election is between you and I see that you are winning. Me paying him go no. Because oh, congratulations. I've seen in my own calculations. So, oh, see, he's an economist, so he knows what he's doing. He has already calculated the thing, but he didn't calculate this one like that. So he just came out to concede to defeat. That is his personal decision. I know the info. So that decision he took shouldn't stop you as an EC.
Mind you, the EC is also working with party agents, and if me as a party agent, my leader has already come to say that he has accepted defeat, how would you feel?
No, your leader is not the EC, and for all you know, Ebianko or conceded to defeat. After calculating everything, he might emerge the winner. So what do you say to that also? Fine. I don't agree with Fuseni.
Okay. So he says the early concession caused some to believe the election was fully over when the election was not over.
And are you trying to say that at that time they were still voting? The election was over.
The election was
the
over.
result they were collating
is still part of the election.
So it doesn't make any difference. Even those collating the result know that they've lost. They know they've lost. They are aware they've lost. You should stop trying to cover it up with something.
And you think that didn't cause any...
It didn't cause anything.
Don't you think that is actually part of a contributing factor? People went to distract the parliamentary results, went to burn the places where they kept the items, especially Ablekuma North. Because if my leader has come to, then what's the essence? You will burn the rest of the papers, like the papers or the pink sheet. Don't you think so? That is a factor to people... You know,
Ablekuma North issue is even different from presidency or whatever we are talking about.
So that is parliamentary, and he is saying that if Bawumia has already come to declare himself as a accepted defeat for the parliamentary election, it took people's mind off.
I said, mini would that was one mean dibium. So me too, I should not eat. I should stop.
Oh, he didn't.
So what he's saying, it doesn't make sense.
This thing, you know who you vote for. The member of parliament, you know who you vote for. You know who is working. But Bawumia defeating doesn't mean that because he has defeated, so I'm not going to vote for, even if it is an MPP member who is standing for my constituency and he has done a very great job. So you're telling me because Bawumia is defeated, I shouldn't go and vote for him. I'll vote for him.
Exactly.
So his defeat didn't cause anything. He
even coming out to publicly accept it shouldn't be an influence to you, the EC, or to you collating the results. You are working independently. He's also working independently. So we expect that they do their job well. To me, country say as a party agent, you are collating results because your leader has come out to say that he's no longer interested. He has considered defeat to our president now, John Dramani Mahama. So, no, it's wrong, and I don't agree with Fuseni.
Well, for me,
for you, what?
For me, everyone has their opinion, just as we all have noses. So, for me, I feel like Bawumia coming out to accept early defeat, in as much as people are saying that. And they gave him maximum is good, but for me, EC was still collating results, and they were given 48 to 72 hours to come and declare the results. So right now, it's EC that has the accurate results of whatever you were seeing on TV. You were seeing it based on what the TV stations have captured. But the EC has the accurate results. So I feel like in a way he should have waited for the EC to come and declare.
You can't tell him what to do.
Or even
no, you can't tell Bawumia what to do.
What you are saying is wrong.
Chaos.
How did he cause chaos?
What you are saying is wrong. Because see, the collation centers, we have agents, right? And we have reporters there. They are reporting exactly what has been counted there. So you don't say that the TV stations are giving different results and then the EC is also giving a different.
It was the same thing.
I did a data analysis on this whole parliamentary and when you go to the figures over there is different. When you go to 3 News, the figures over there are different.
Then
It's not the same.
it should come
the
from the
only
agent.
person who can give you the accurate figures is the EC.
So now what are you trying to say? No one has stopped the EC from doing her work.
We are not saying that no one is stopping
but
the
she
EC.
came out after that. She came out to declare who the winner was, and she mentioned NDC had this. Mahama representing the NDC had this. Bawumia representing the MPP had this. At the end, there's and chance of come because we know who won. I know there will definitely be mistakes somewhere, but now what that's what I'm also going to give it out there. It didn't cause any disruption. They just want to use something to cover up.
Maria.
No. Unless 2028, then we'll see.
That's fine. Okay, moving on to our next news item. I'm being sidelined. Kufuor laments neglect by NPP. Former President John Ejiokum Kufuor has voiced deep disappointment over what he described as neglect and exclusion by the very party he once led to a history 2-term victory. In a reflective conversation with Abetifi NP and flag bearer hopeful Brian Champon, the former president opened up about his growing sense of marginalization within the New Patriotic Party. He said, "If this party still has elders, I am one," before asserted. He lamented a lack of engagement from the current party leadership, stating that despite his contributions and institutional memory, he is now being kept in the dark about key developments. Have I deteriorated to the point where, after being fed, I would claim I haven't eaten? No, I haven't reached that stage yet. My mind and memory are intact," he said firmly. Recounting the NPP's journey from its ideological roots in the United Gold Coast Convention through decades of political adversity, Kufuor recalled how the party rose steadily until its defining victory in the year 2000, a turning point in Ghana's democratic trajectory. "I have been quiet, but make no mistake, I've been watching closely," he said. "The least the party can do is keep me informed. Let me hear what's happening." The statement expressed bereavement at his treatment by the party, underscoring the emotional weight of his exclusion. "And now I have been sidelined, ignored. I don't understand it. I really don't." This is coming from former President John Ejiokum Kufuor, who was once the backbone of, he's still the backbone of the NPP. And now he's come out to say that the party is ignoring him. They have sidelined him. Just like they're even making decisions, they don't even involve him anymore. He says he's an elder. And if you need advice, once he's an elder, you will come and consult him, but that is not the case in the NPP party. Do you agree with him? I mean, do you feel he has been sidelined because we are not seeing
it's
him?
true. It's true. I think one of the most respected people in the New Patriotic Party is Kufuor, and I would say the New Patriotic Party are lucky, very lucky, because they still have elders in the party. You know, the NDTC used to have same when J.J. Rawlings was around, but unfortunately we lost him. Yes, but with Kufuor, he's very respected. He has been a president before, and let me put it this way: he has tasted salt before some of the people in the party now. People claiming ownership of the party now. So I believe that if they need advice, they should go to him. Like, he's the best person. I think him and the Nyaho Tamaklo,
Right.
I would say they are the two giants in the MPP party. But it looks as if they don't go to them for advice. It feels like the party have neglected them. Let me put it that way. And it's true. What Kufuor is saying is basically true. Because if they have been listening to him, I'm not sure what we are seeing happening to the MPP party would have happened today. Some of the conflicts, some of the small hitches here and then, I'm not sure it will happen. Because I'm not saying that the NPP do not listen to advice, but then if you have such a person still alive in the party, I mean, you should be handling him like egg. I've seen videos where people go to conference, they see him and they bypass because they feel like you've endorsed someone instead of me. Yes, I've seen video where dignitaries in the NPP party, they went for a conference, they see him sitting down and then they bypassed. So you see, that kind of respect is not there. I would say they don't really regard the man in the party, but it's bad. They should go to him. They are refusing advice. That is why they are always hitting their head on the wall.
The party is in a mess.
Yes, it's in a mess.
The disunity between that party. If they don't solve their internal issues,
I'm not sure they'll go far.
2030, I do not get.
You see, and that is when they have to go look for this man. They should listen to him.
Because he has been president before.
He has been president
he
before.
He has the experience.
He has tasted salt.
Right now, I'm crying so much for the NPP because when they are coming into power again, what other policies are they bringing to us? Like, what are they going to preach again?
They say the only thing they'll preach is to speak against the party.
And that is not propaganda. And it's not going to help them.
Well,
bring up like concrete policies.
The best thing they can do now, as you said, sit down. What are we not doing right?
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do? You fix it down, and then the disunity is becoming too much because you see a party faithful on this television speaking against his own people.
That is because now people are not voting simply because they are affiliated to a particular religion. Because I'm an Ewe, I'll have to vote for the NDC. Now Ghanaians are being enlightened.
Yes, we are educated, or at least we are educated.
If you come with policies that they think is going to help them, they'll vote for you. But not based on religion and then ethnicity.
No. We've passed that level. So we want change and we want development.
Should be
that is what will go. Yeah,
for the opposition party.
They should go back.
Ms. Eugenia, briefly, what are your thoughts on Kufuor coming out to say that they've neglected him?
Okay, so the little I can say is Kufuor is still should I say a founder.
Right.
So they need to accord him that respect. They don't need to disrespect him. And I understand what he's talking about. I understand what he's going through. To him, he feels disrespected. Secondly, he feels undervalued. And looking at his age and his experience in politics, especially in NPP, I think the best thing these upcoming politicians or there already exists politicians in existence should do is accord him that respect. Right. And almost say opinion will fear and they should do well to accord him that respect.
Yeah.
Almost say I say more. Yeah, kind then. So whatever is going on wrong in NPP, definitely Ebeka Kufuor.
He's been and his name will be mentioned.
Yeah, just something small to add up to what Regina said. You see, we shouldn't wait for the person to die. Exactly. That is where we'll go to your funeral and be reading a whole biography. None of the person,
yes. The NPP. He was one the pillar. Did you make good use of the pillar?
None of the person is alive. Make him feel like, even though I know in a way he's bedridden though, but we still value you.
But like his mind is working.
Yeah, his mind is working, yes.
Also not dream
no.
Where they'll give him food and then he will say that he has not eaten.
And anyone who does not regard an elderly person in the family, it means your life is doomed.
That's very true. I think we all need those grown-ups in our lives to advise us. All right, so before we move on to our next section, this is a press release coming from the transport operators, Coalition of Commercial Transport Operators. Accra, Ghana, July 13, 2025. The Coalition of Commercial Transport Operators, representing over 90% of the country's transport providers, vehemently reject the government's recently proposed 1 cedi per litre energy levy. We condemn this as a retrogressive and insensitive measure imposed without any meaningful engagement with the sector's key players. This act is of profound dishonesty, comes after the government coerced our members into an unjust 15% fare reduction, actively working to improvise private operators while granting public sector workers a 34% wage increase since 2022. And they are demanding for this as follows. We therefore issue the following non-negotiable demands. The government must immediately and unconditionally suspend the implementation of the new 1 cedi levy, an adjustment or increase of transport fares by no less than 30% to recover our operational costs effective July 16, 2025. Genuine and transparent dialogue with the legitimate, recognized leadership of all major transport unions and reject any selective, backdoor engagement with operators aligned with the governing party. Transparency and public accounting of all revenues generated from existing fuel levies and margins. We serve the people of Ghana and will take all necessary steps to protect our livelihoods and welfare of the Ghanaian consumer from this destructive policy. Transport operators. They said if they are bringing the 1 cedi levy, they said they should take it off. The government must immediately and unconditionally suspend the implementation of the new 1 cedi levy. An adjustment or increase of transport fares by no less than 30. This is where I drop my phone. By 30%. In as much as we've come to accept that the government didn't do a proper stakeholder engagement with these transport operators or with anyone at all before coming up with this 1 cedi levy. But I think education has gone on enough. President Mahama actually one night came on television to explain all of this to us. And right now, they've waited, they didn't release this press. And you know this levy will be implemented on 16th July. And they are now coming out with a press release. Almost have a chaos going on.
It is only one song that came in mind. I sing it right now.
Yeah, we sympathize with them. It's hard. It's hard because for them to reduce fares and then they have to pay another 1 cedi levy. Some people are in support of it, but some people are not in support of it.
We have to look at the advantage, like the positive side as well. They have to pay. In fact, they are not the only one paying, because when they start to pay, we also feel the impact. But at the end, let's look at the positive side. It's going to benefit us. We've seen worse than this, but we survived. So if this is coming in, why not we face it? We are very fine.
This is a press to the government. They said they should unconditionally and immediately suspend the 1 cedi levy.
Okay.
Or they'll increase fare by 30%. All right. We bring a close to the news headline review. Up next, we have Debbie's Grill.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. The majority leader, Mahama Yariga, has strongly condemned what he described as the unacceptable conduct of military personnel, including the distraction of the culturally significant stage and act of brutality against civilian. In a prior statement issued on Monday, July 14th, the Baku Central Member of Parliament demanded an immediate investigation by the military high command into the incident that occurred on Sunday, July 13th. So there was a brutality at Baku, the cause of the week that has to do with the conflict and everything. Now, I want us to focus on something here. You see, we talk about issues and then we take it for granted. Yes, it's good that militaries are not supposed to brutalize civilians or something. But let's also take note. This conflict has been there for God knows how long it is. And he's actually calling for, let me say, he's calling for a peace, like an agreement between the two parties, so that peace can reign. And also calling on or talking against the brutality that occurred in the previous week. We saw what happened at Ablekuma North last week Friday. We saw flying pythons, we saw fire rangers, we saw kung fu powers. It wasn't easy. You see, we always say that you can gain the power today and do whatever you want to do, but don't forget that you won't be there for long. It's not a permanent something. It's temporal. You might be given a power today to hand a particular activity or to ensure the affairs of a particular office, but it's not going to be long. You might be there for maybe 20, 30 years, and then after that, you will be pushed out. Someone will definitely come in. And you see, our public officials, if they are doing something and they are trying to tell them that, no, you see, although you are my leader, but at least if you are doing something wrong, I'm not a leader, I'm just a worker, but if not for anything, I can as well tell you that, oh, can we do it this way? It will better all of us. We saw what happened. We saw how members of parliament were beaten. We saw how youth organizers were beaten. It's not nice. In fact, I'm against it totally, because even reporters were beaten as well. A reporter for GH1 was slapped in the face. A reporter for ATV was sprayed in the face with pepper spray. Reporters were brutalized. Journalists were beaten. We saw it, and it's not good for our democracy. What happened in Ayawasu boys were gone was what actually happened last week Friday at Ablekuma North. We have seen, we are continually seeing history repeating itself, and it's bad. And it's like a payback something. You've done this to me, and since I'm in power, I have to pay you back. And we saw how, I don't know whether he's a tag, I don't know how he fly. That's why I said a flying python. Kung fu powers. How he pushed Hawa Kumsi on the ground. And you see, immediately her car got there. They want him. This is not Kaswa. That is why we always say that paints a good image out for yourself out there. Yes, you were a member of parliament before. You are also a minister for fisheries and aquaculture. You were given power. And you don't know who you've offended. People have you at heart. And immediately she got there, it's like hell. And she also came with a pepper spray. It means she got herself prepared because she knows something like that is going to happen. And it's bad. It's bad. Because trust me, if MPP should come into power right now, I'm sure they're also going to retaliate. I'm not saying the tax, as it stands now, we have no proof to say that maybe the tax were from the MPP or the tax were from the NDC. We cannot justify it as it stands now because there is no evidence to prove that. But this is what we are saying. If you've been given power, know how to use it and not to misuse it. Because what happened on Friday was serious, very serious. I've seen how the youth organizer for MPP was beaten. Beaten, oh, this is not something small. He was beaten as if a kid that is asked to go to school and he said, I'm not going to school, and then They sit you there and then they are lashing you left and right. That is what happened. And it's totally bad. It doesn't speak well of us as a country. And this is not what we want to see. What happened at Ayawaso, we condemned it. We said a lot. Even with Ayawaso, they've lost. We have people that lost their lives. And as to now, people behind it are not being arrested. Nobody was arrested. And that is what we saw what happened on Friday. If what happened at Ayawaso West were gone, we took it so seriously. We arrested the people behind that. We arrested the people that slapped Samnate George. He was also slapped. No one was arrested. Nothing was done. And so they saw that as a privilege to do more. So if these people who were also responsible for beating these people we saw on Friday, if we allow them to go scot-free, then it means we should be ready and prepare, because it's going to happen in the next, who knows? And now, as it stands, we have a by-election at Akwatia. We are hoping that everything goes on safely. We don't need conflict. We need peace to reign. Whether it's MPP, whether it's NDC, whether it's PPP, whether it's NDP. At the end of the day, let peace reign. And that can only happen if the culprits are arrested and they are made to face the book. If not, then we should get ourselves prepared, because we are going to see more than what we saw on Friday. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.
Thank you, Ms. Debbie. Up next, we have Today in History with Regina Bless.
Today in History, 1989, Mogadishu riot in Somalia. A significant and tragic uprising occurred on this date in Somalia, known as the Mogadishu riot or Black Friday. Violent clashes erupted after the assassination of Bishop Colombo. Veterans estimate 400 civilians were killed and 1,000 plus wounded, with approximately 2,000 arrests. The following day saw the Jazeera beach executions. 46 ISK men were reportedly killed. Moving on, snow in Transvaal, South Africa, 1967. In a rare climate event, the Transvaal region in South Africa experienced its first recorded snowfall on July 14th to 15th, 1967. 1789, the storming of the Bastille. This event, marking the beginning of the French Revolution, involved the storming of a royal fortress in Paris by revolutionaries seeking weapons and gunpowder, and its impact on Africa. The French Revolution and its ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity influenced revolutionary movements and nationalist sentiment across Africa, particularly in the 19th and 20th centuries. 1904. Death of President Paul Kruger of South Africa. Kruger left for Europe as the war turned against the Boers in 1900 and spent the rest of his life in exile, refusing to return home following the British victory. After he died in Switzerland at the age of 78 in 1904, his body was returned to South Africa for a state funeral and buried in the Heroes' Ark in Pretoria. Riots and looting broke out in South African cities. The 2021 South African unrest, also known as the July 2021 riots, the Zuma unrest or Zuma riots, was a wave of civil unrest that occurred in South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng provinces from 9th to 18th July 2021, sparked by the imprisonment of former President Jacob Zuma for contempt of court. Looking at some few observances of the day. This day is observed as National Nude Day. It is a day for nudists to celebrate their lifestyle and for others to learn more about it according to National Day calendar. The day is also associated with the idea of embracing the human body in its natural state. While some may find it offensive, nudists view it as a way to appreciate the beauty of the human form. So let's do all and observe National Nude Day. Lastly, National Pandemonium Day. It is celebrated July 14th annually. It is a day to embrace chaos and disorder, encouraging people to step outside their structural routines and find humor in life's unpredictable moments. Pandemonium Day is a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, there can be an opportunity to find different perspectives and navigate life's upheavals with a sense of humor. It is a day to break free from the everyday grind and find ways to bring order and equilibrium to one's life. And that's all for today on Today in History and Observances of the Day, live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. Join me same time tomorrow for more amazing, educative and fascinating facts.
Thank you, Miss Regina Bless, for Today in History. Today is World Nude Day. They say we should support them. That's what you read.
Yeah.
How can we support them?
So start supporting them now.
By doing what?
Take off your clothes.
They say we should support them. World Nude Day.
Yeah.
There are some days too. Miss Debbie.
It'd rather be a day. I see it in a different perspective.
Good.
Maybe you value yourself. Like, I feel like you look at yourself in the mirror. Nobody shaming
Body
yourself.
shaming.
Yes.
But you
So
see
that
your
is it.
feature, and then you love yourself just the way you are, and that
Yeah.
is it. Embrace myself. Not to take my nude picture and come and be posting it for you to
Or
see.
probably you can be in the house and then just be nude.
Like, you get it.
They just go nude.
But people go to the beach and be nude.
In the public space.
Oh yes.
We have one country outside Ghana. That beach no is for only naked people. To me, share bikini. It's naked. You see the woman Gani. You see
In
the
my
man
dream.
Gani.
In my dream.
You get it. Right here in Ghana, even
My
if you wear mini
dream.
skirts, the way they will
It's
throw
like
you
it's a problem.
is a problem.
But you know, with Ghanaians, our culture is different from the Western world.
And
so
that
for
is
them,
what we are
it's
trying to do. Copy from them.
yeah,
from
we are
them.
copying
Blindly.
blindly.
Just say cry then you tra.
We are copying blindly. We are copying their dress. It's not about to
Yes.
copy something good.
And that
from
is
them.
why when they do the bad thing, they bring it to us to buy.
Aye, adore.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for joining me on the news headline review. And thank you, too, for doing the listening. Up next, we have the news.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm Musi Level Bam. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our GhanaTalks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. My 20 things set about Kwasem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fit spit fire now. Listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and yes, say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any App Store. Not tune in, and say this is what I say. Baba live on Facebook, Kointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and so now listen. Ebe your fire, 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajai.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Good morning and welcome to the morning news broadcast on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, Customs denies the diversion of goods from impounded vehicles. Former President Kufuor laments neglect within the New Patriotic Party. National Youth Agency partner Shagzi Express to train 1,000 youth annually in electric bike and Okada services. Mahama Yarega condemns military brutality, demands full investigation. These and many more coming up shortly in business, sports, and showbiz. The Custom Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority has refuted claims by national security operatives that several trucks suspected of diverting goods meant for export to Burkina Faso were intercepted and impounded. According to the national security sources, trucks originally cleared at the Tema port were allegedly destined for Burkina Faso, but were instead of loading goods in Kumasi in what they described as a deliberate attempt to evade duty payment. The vehicles were intercepted at Nkoko in the eastern region and escorted to Kumasi to verify their true destination as part of ongoing investigations. National security officials maintain that statements from the drivers and tracking information indicated the goods were being diverted to other parts of the Ashanti region, contrary to declared export riot. However, the Custom Division has pushed back on this narrative. Speaking in an interview, Deputy Commissioner Preventive at the Customs Division, Peter Ofori, described the national security claims as inaccurate and misleading. He explained that the trucks in question were under surveillance by his unit and had not engaged in any illegal activities. The conflicting accounts from two state agencies raised questions about interagency coordination and oversight in monitoring cross-border goods transportation. Moving on, former President John Agyekum Kufuor has voiced deep disappointment over what he describes as neglect and exclusion by the very party he once led to a historic two-term victory. In a reflective conversation with a Betifi Member of Parliament and flag-bearer hopeful Brian Echiampon, the former president opened up about his growing sense of marginalization within the New Patriotic Party. If this party still has elders, I am one. son, Kufuor asserted. He lamented the lack of engagement from the current party leadership, stating that despite his contributions and institutional memory, he is now being kept in the dark about key development, recounting the New Patriotic Party's journey from its ideological root in the United Gold Coast Convention through decades of political adversity. Kufuor recalled how the party rose steadily until its defining victory in the year 2000, a turning point in Ghana's democratic trajectory. "I've been quiet, but make no mistake, I've been watching closely," he said. "The least the party can do is to keep me informed. Let me hear what's happening." The statesman expressed bewilderment at his treatment by the party, underscoring the emotional weight of his exclusion. President Kufuor, who governed Ghana from 2001 to 2009, is widely credited with strengthening democratic institutions and advancing economic reforms. His comments are likely to spark debate within the New Patriotic Party over the party's engages with its founding leaders and elder statesmen. Moving on, the National Youth Authority has announced a partnership with courier company Shagzi Express to train 1,000 young people annually in electric bike and Okada services. The initiative is part of the government's broader strategy to equip the youth with practical employable skills whilst promoting environmentally sustainable transportation solutions. In an interview, the acting chief executive officer of the National Youth Agency, Osman Ayariga, said the program aligns with the authority's mission to promote self-employment and entrepreneurship among Ghanaian youth. "We are going to train them not just on how to ride the bikes, but also on how to build a business around it," Ayariga explained. "There is a difference between simply doing a work and pay arrangement and establishing a business model that ensures you can repay and sustain your operations." He added that Shagzi Express will develop the curriculum and training modalities, whilst also facilitating access to electric bikes through a structured work and pay system. Shagzi Express is expected to provide the curriculum and the framework for training and also support with delivering the bikes. But we are also inviting other delivery and Okada companies who want to join us in training more young people to build sustainable businesses in the transport sector. The partnership complements ongoing government efforts to formalize and legalize a commercial motorcycle transport known as Okada as part of a job creation and youth empowerment drive. In other news, the majority leader Mahama Ayariga has strongly condemned what he described as the unacceptable conduct of military personnel in Boku, including the destruction of a culturally significant statue, an act of brutality against civilians. In a press statement issued on Monday, July 14th, the Boku Central Member of Parliament demanded immediate investigation by the Military High Command into the incident that occurred on Sunday, July 13th. "I condemn in no uncertain terms the unacceptable act of destruction of the statue of the Zukran of the Kusao traditional area by some military personnel," Mr. Ayariga stated. He also decried reports of military brutality on civilians, describing the conduct as unacceptable and calling on the senior hierarchy of the military to take swift action. While condemning the action of the military, Mr. Ayariga also criticized the violent attack by unknown assailants on vehicle being escorted by soldiers. He acknowledged the complexity of the situation, but stressed the need to end all form of violence. Appealing to the youth of Kusas, Mr. Ayariga urged restraint and calm as government intervenes. He concluded by extending condolences to the family of those who lost their lives and those who suffered as a result of the clashes. In business, despite the large fiscal adjustment in 2025, the The International Monetary Fund has warned that the government's gross financing needs are expected to remain elevated going forward. According to the fund, this is due to large debt service obligations and arrears clearance, including the energy sector legacy debt. In its country report on Ghana, the Bretton Woods institution said the government nonetheless intends to resume treasury bond issuance by gradually extending maturities to smoothing the debt repayment profile. It mentioned that non-resident investors' participation will be considered if consistent with the program debt objective. Most treasury bills are issued through auctions, but the authorities made private placement in 2024 primarily with non-bank investors with limited alternative investment options. Treasury bills rates have dropped significantly since March 2025. This reflected market segmentation and the temporary abundance of CD liquidity, in part due to the delay in enactment and implementation of the 2025 budget given the elections. Still on business, the coalition of commercial transport operators representing over 90% of the country's transport providers vehemently reject the government recently proposed 1 cedi per litre energy fuel levy. They condemn the act as a retrogressive and insensitive measures imposed without any meaningful engagement with the sector's key players. According to them, the new tax adds to the crippling burden of existing levies that have consistently failed to deliver on their promises, including Tema Oil refinery debt, recovery levy, ESLA, the boost margin, and the UPPF, which have siphoned billions from consumers without resolving the debt and issues they were created to address. The cumulative effect of these taxes is unsustainable. A single operator with just 10 vehicles can be forced to pay over 684,000 annually in levies alone, a sum that far exceeds the contribution of most workers and pushes hard-working Ghanaians into poverty, they said. To sports, the Ministry for Sports and Recreation has paid all outstanding allowances owed the Black Queens. Ghana's ambassador to Morocco, Charity, confirmed this on Sunday in an exclusive interview. Her Excellency Gbedawu expressed faith that the payment will spark a morale boost ahead of Monday's final group game. Ghana has only 1 point from 2 games and at the bottom of Group C. Heading into their final group stage match, the Black Queens recorded a 2-0 loss to South Africa and a 1-1 draw with Mali in Bakken. Friday's 1-1 draw with Mali means that they have not won any of their last 4 WAFCON matches, 2 draws and 2 losses. To qualify, the Queens need to beat Tanzania by a wide margin to topple either South Africa or Mali, or win convincingly and qualify as one of the best third-place team in the group stage. Either way, a win is now non-negotiable. In showbiz, Ghanaian filmmaker Socrates Safo has expressed his willingness to support Creative 7 in the current government, despite being affiliated with the opposition New Patriotic Party. In an interview, Mr. Safo said he is ready to offer his ideas to help shape Ghana's creative sector, regardless of the political administration in power. I'm happy for the creatives in the NDC. Let's support them. I support them too. I called Rex Omao and asked why he didn't invite me to the lunch. He added that he had already reached out to the executive director of the National Film Authority, Kafui Daku, assuring her of his readiness to support her effort. When asked if he had intentions of joining the National Democratic Congress following his apparent admiration for the support President Mahama is giving the art, Safo answered in a negative statement, "I am a member of the New Patriotic Party." Socrates Safo, born John Cranton Safo, is known for his long-standing contributions to Ghana's film industry. With a career spanning almost 4 decades, he is celebrated for directing and producing popular films such as Hot Folk, Sin of the Soul, Church Money, love and politics. His film often touch on controversial themes and have sparked conversation. Beyond filmmaking, he has been deeply involved in arts administration and policy. Under the Akufo-Addo-led MPP government, he served as the Director for Creative Art at the National Commission on Culture. In that role, he played a significant part in shaping cultural policy, promoting Ghanaian content, and advocating for structural reforms in the sector. He was also a key figure in the push for the Creative Art Bill, which aimed to formalize and support the creative economy. Safo has been an outspoken advocate for government investment, and while he has never hidden his political leanings towards the New Patriotic Party, he has consistently called for collaboration across political divides for the benefit of Ghana's creative industry. And that's how we end it for now on the morning news broadcast. I will be back with subsequent news bulletin later in the afternoon. My name is Deborah Adosu. Do have a good morning.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry Brell, our GhanaTalks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're going to talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding se tete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're going to discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go be spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our GhanaTalks Radio, and you say then our day. Me say download the GhanaTalks Radio app on our Play Store and the App Store. Not tune in and say this is what you say. Baba live on Facebook, Cointakra, any GhanaTalks Radio page. And so now listen, about your fire. 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on GhanaTalks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adosu,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. Good morning once again. We are back on your screen. Yeah, so we'll be doing one or two stories before we head into the main discussion for the second segment. All right. I think we've all have a bit of the rerun election that happened at Oblikuma North constituency. There were a whole lot of things happened. People were flying. People were beaten brutally. People were lying on the floor. They were beaten. See, let's be serious. It's not funny. People were beaten, actually. People use pepper spray as self-defense. So yeah, like you are just walking and you put pepper spray in your pocket. But before we go into this whole Hawakumsi and then the pepper spray, what is your whole, reaction? What's your take on the rerun election we had at the Oblikuma North? Well, did it meet to your expectation, or were you expecting that, the violence there, because and then you saw that?
Yeah, I think the whole election, I wasn't expecting what I saw on Friday. I knew the election was going to end well, but I didn't expect so much violence. I know we are in a country where even if you are going to elect and there are only 5 people, there will still be chaos. But then I didn't think it would be so tensed that people were beaten. I mean, I saw people beaten. This is not small beating. And it's like they've already meet you before you come in there. And we saw people flying like python. We saw flying python. We saw fire rangers. We saw the kung fu powers. And it's funny, but it's not funny. We saw how the flying python came over Hawakumsi. And then the only problem is that why will you be walking with a pepper spray? Which means there's going to be something. And it means you've also done something wrong. Because this is an election.
Right.
It's not a ground where you're going to spray anyone with pepper. So why should you have pepper spray on yourself? So it's like we have the same thing repeating itself over and over again. We've experienced elections before. We've seen people being brutally beaten. And one of the things that got me pissed off was the beating of the reporters and journalists. Because I saw a video where a reporter for GH1 was hit by a tag on the face. He was slapped. He was actually slapped.
And the police officer was standing there.
Yes, the police officer was standing there.
The
person who slapped him was actually a police officer. And the colleague police officers were there. They couldn't even hold his hand.
I learned when it comes to issues like this, the media is the first people they
Oh,
protect.
yeah. The media is the first people.
But the police let us down.
They slapped the reporter in the face. And that day, they have to revoke his
immediately.
duty. Yes, they have to revoke his assignment on duty. And you see, and I saw pepper spray was also sprayed in some reporters' faces.
Yeah.
And you see, it's very bad. We have to speak against this. This is no revenge. It's bad. Why would you seek revenge on someone?
I always say that how we do our politics right here in this country is very dirty.
It is dirty. And politics is a do or die game. It's a do or die affair.
If you see the way, was it Bandi and then who? I saw one.
Yeah, Miracle Abuaje.
The way they were chatting.
Miracle Abuaje, yeah.
And you are fighting because of them.
I saw it.
Look at that.
They were just using words to maybe we are going to win, we are going to win. And you see, I wasn't surprised.
Oh,
the two candidates had a 50-50 chance. So I was not surprised of who will win or who will lose. But with what went on, we have to speak against it. And the perpetrators need to be arrested.
But is it right in the first place to have pepper spray in your pocket? Because from what I know, pepper spray is actually a weapon.
It's
just
a
like
weapon.
the way you have the gun.
Yes, it's a weapon. And I was told that pepper spray, the pepper spray can make you suffocate.
Yes.
And then you spraying this, it means you came prepared. And the people on grounds also came prepared, because they know you. They know what you can do. It's not as if the people doesn't know you.
She came with a notion to come and distract.
And she received
what she actually did.
She received what she's supposed to receive before going home. She did. But it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Are you against violence or you are for that?
I'm against violence.
But the person they did it to.
The person that did it to,
Would you say she deserves it?
In a way, yes. In a way, no.
All right. I won't even go further. Miss Regina, you were there. You saw everything. Gani. Well, the whole Hawa Buhara went on before we got there. So you can give us an account of, did it meet your expectation? Or you were already expecting that the violence there will happen?
You see, the reporting we went to, the guy we talked to, and one thing he said, and now I knew about us. Like I said, I was sure dear. But just that we don't resort to violence. As a gidigidin there by any sort. So I wasn't really expecting this kind of violence, like gidigidi with the
I
whole.
feel this one there was the
top notch with all the kung fu pounders and hey.
Now that had to become very costly.
Wow.
Because if you wear it, you can fly.
Oh yes, you can fly.
But I would say first of all, I do sympathize with Hara Kumsin because she was brutally dealt. She was dealt to everybody.
Because even on the floor, she was beating people with her legs. Did you see the video? She was beating people with her legs.
She has to defend herself now.
With pepper spray.
Oh no, not the pepper spray. For the pepper spray, there, I don't agree with them. For she bringing pepper spray, she say you came prepared. You know, say oh. What be ye BB saying and all this
It's like you going out with a gun. Oh.
But the most serious, as it stands now, NDC does not need MPP to enact anything in Parliament. If you like, come. Because now they have 1/3. They have
majority.
1/3 of Parliament. So whether you come to Parliament or not,
they will still take decision.
They can still take decision. That was what they were trying to prevent, though.
The whole Hawa Kumsin Buhara. We won't say she deserves it, though. I'm not part of this.
But looking at what she has done in the past, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
No, when we say that, it's going to look as if we are retaliating.
We are
not.
But in all the year, they are humble. Wow,
my problem is why did they even allow her
inside?
You get it?
They are there to support their people.
Your people.
They are there to support Equia Free after they've washed their hands from it. I mean,
are you sure she came to support the KFE? Yeah, you KFE.
And I actually like what Irabna Ogbin is doing. She said she has not watched TV.
You see, the reply she gave was a smart
from
reply.
From a PR perspective, that's how you deal with crises like that.
A smart reply.
You deny the whole situation and then you don't talk about it.
And that's it. So that you don't become a topic of the day.
That's it. She's so smart.
Very, very.
I like her for that.
No wonder.
No one knows.
She's a Tuesday born, so.
Oh, we see that. So, Irabna Ogbin is the MP elect for the Ablekuma North constituency. All right, this was just by the way. We are coming up with the main segments with the discussion. We'll be going for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry Brell, our GhanaTalks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're going to talk about our culture, our history. My 20 things about Kwasem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say no artists go join me in the studio. We're going to discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you're rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our GhanaTalks Radio and yes say then our day. Me say download the GhanaTalks Radio app no our Play Store and the App Store. Na tune in and say this what you see baba live on Facebook, go Instagram, any GhanaTalks Radio page and so now listen. I be your fire. 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries,
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare.
Regina Bless.
Deborah Adoso.
And I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice. A beautiful good morning to you. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new week. We are back on your airwaves to serve you the hottest breakfast in town. My name is Pakwesi Omare. Earlier on, you heard the ladies with the newspaper review. They came back with the Just for the You, and right before then, you listened to the news on Ghana Talks Radio. And now we are ready to bring you the main conversations of the day. Fortunate for us, we have in the studios our regular guest, APM representing the NDC, and Abdul Razak for the NPP. Later on, our independent communicator will also join the conversation in the person of Mr. Dati Dennis. So yes, we'll be looking forward to him. But before that, let's welcome our guest in the studio. AP.
Yes, sir, Chief.
Good morning.
Am I on A?
Oh, yes.
Okay, fantastic. Pa,
Yes, sir.
it's another week.
Mm-hmm.
We thank God for seeing us through the weekend.
Sure.
In fact, it was a packed, weekend.
A very packed one.
Yes.
A very packed one.
Activities coupled with the elections, the rerun of the elections in Ablekuma,
Yeah.
and the fallout from that very event. So it's been a
It's been
full
gracious
yeah.
for your party. I think that's what you want to say.
Of course, I think at this juncture, we have to commend the people of Ghana for the show of interest in democracy and the willingness to make strides in democracy. So we thank the people of Ablekuma North for a very resounding victory. We are happy. We can assure them that the representation ticket they have given the NDC in Parliament will not go waste. Rabna Obin is going to work well. She's going to work to ensure that she carries the people of Ablekuma North along in her duty. So everything will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think actually went right for your party in Ablekuma?
You see, for a very long time now, the party has been led by the burgeoning youth of Ghana. So you realize that the youth took center stage in the campaign, right up to the election till the results were, was declared. So, there used to be a time when some people, they did so well to demonize the NDC, to make it look like any person affiliated or related to any NDC person or activity was a devil. And this thing really happened in Ghana.
Sure.
You see, I think there should be a day, dedicated to some of these past stories. It's very intriguing.
Wow.
Because when I was growing, I heard, Rollins, Papani de Onyewe Obunsam. We all have heard these stories. Nobody can deny that some of these things were not said in Ghana here. You see, at the end or close to the end of his life, we saw his friends. So those days when the youth, fear was put in the hearts and minds of the youth to distance themselves from the NDC, it's gone. Today, we understand democracy. We have we are upholding the virtues of democracy.
Sure.
So you saw what happened. The youth took center stage. They led the fight. When I say the fight, I'm not talking about the physical, banters. I'm talking about the youth leading,
the campaign
in the campaign, monitoring and everything. So we thank the youth, and we assure them that their mandates and the mandates of particularly the people of Ablekuma North will not be in vain. The MP elect will work so well to ensure that she carries them along in everything she does in her work as a parliamentarian.
Okay. Thank you, the AP.
Yeah.
Abdul.
Yes, sir.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, my boss.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
It's been a long weekend,
It's been a long week, actually.
How has it been so far?
It's been good. I want to use this opportunity to thank you, your production team, and then your listeners across the country.
Sure.
We had a lot of activities happening around the country, inclusive of the rerun at Ablekuma North.
Sure.
And you already know my position on this. The last time I made it clear that the EC is acting ultra vires, meaning they are acting out of their powers. This is a discretionary power. They didn't have it. They just went and conducted rerun, and then unfortunate thing happened, and we are seeing that government is rather threatening our democracy.
Really?
Yes, because you look at the happenings at Ablekuma North, and you find it difficult to understand why government hasn't, let's say the president hasn't said anything about it. You see the communication minister Sam George, encouraging and hailing those who involve themselves in those violence acts.
Did he actually do that?
Yes, he did that.
He was
when Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia came and asked government to take action on this matter, did you hear what he said? He said that somebody should tell Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to shut up. Can you imagine this?
He followed it up with a question.
Violence.
He followed it up with a question. Right?
Yes.
What was the question?
The question was it has to do with Ablekuma North.
No, I mean,
sorry. Ayawaso West.
Okay.
Yes.
What was?
Similar incident happened in Ayawaso West.
Oh, okay.
You understand? Okay. But as a government, you have a responsibility to protect the people. If anybody should be preaching violence, it is not you in government. A minister of state. This is why I believe we are threatening our democracy. Because as at now, we should have had, a communique from the president. or let's say the presidency.
Okay. But Razak, before you move on, don't you think our democracy got threatened when similar incidents happened in Ayawaso West?
Good.
When
So-
nothing was done.
So
about
if you
it?
listen to Dennis Miracle Sabwadi, he made a mention that this incident did not just start in Ayawaso West. That was not the very beginning of those kind of incidents.
Okay.
It started way back in NDC regime, and that is why in Ayawaso West, NPP decided to take matters into their hands to protect themselves.
Okay.
You understand?
So how was
And now
how was
NDC,
what happened
NPP,
in Ayawaso a protection? How was that a protection of themselves? Because
So as a government, as I have stated, you have responsibility to protect the people. You have responsibility to ensure that the process is gone smoothly or is done smoothly without any interruptions.
Okay.
And if you look at what happened in Yawaso West, you could see that some judge was there, preaching violence as he did in Ablekuma West.
Really?
Yes, in Ablekuma West, before even this rerun thing happened, when the election was conducted, listen to me. When the election was conducted, my brother, some just was heard on phone with the Bosman Asari, EC. He was heard on phone, and Bosman Asari made it clear to him that, look, your people threatened our people, and that's why we flew away from the place. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So some judge and a man whom I mentioned his name, Kalamu Adamu Musa, who is currently the MCA, they were the pioneers of those violence acts in Ablekuma North, which has led to this rerun. And the seat, he talked about the seat, and he's congratulating the MP. He's hailing the MP for winning the seat and giving thanks to the people for voting for the NDC. And I am saying that, look, this is clearly a stolen seat.
Really?
Yes. Why? Because you had people who, out of fear for their life, decided not to come and vote because of what happened over there.
Interesting. What happened?
So you didn't see what happened. You could see NDC macho men, they armed them to come and cause chaos in the place.
Really?
Yes, people didn't come out to vote because of what happened. And you could see that, look, even Miracles and Howard Kumsin incident, if some of these people didn't run for their life, they would have lost it over there. You see people flying here and there with their hats. Look, it's sad. It's sad for our democracy. This is not what Ghanaians subscribe for.
Okay.
In fact, we must condemn this with all the strength we have.
Okay.
As a government, you have responsibility to protect the people.
Sure.
We are supposed to have free, fair, and credible elections.
Okay.
But not where you bring people to intimidate the opposing people or the opposing members not to come out and vote, and at the end of the day, you come to congratulate yourself that you've won power. This is clearly,
Okay. All right. Thank you. Epi, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. You see, in this discourse, if we are not careful, or if one is not careful, and he's not measured, like I sit here, if I'm not measured, I am tempted to say a whole lot of things.
Really?
Yes. When you listen to the MPP on this very election, they sound so annoying. Sometimes you wonder what they take the people for.
How?
My brother, since 1992, that we had the Fourth Republic, there has never been an election where you find people being maimed, people being deformed, and people being killed, like it happened in 2020 and in 2024.
That's not true. That's not true.
Under the Fourth Republic.
Yes.
Hey.
Similar incidents happen.
Where? Which one?
In this country.
Which one? Which elections?
Listen, my brother. Let me tell
I'm
you.
listening.
Abdul, which year? I want to know. He has stated 2020 and 2024.
Yes. Look, and I'm saying that this is not the first time. I agree to the fact that it happened in 2020. Are you getting me?
Yes.
But this is not the first time.
In 2024.
And, I am
you
asking
cannot tell
that-
me which year.
You
let
said
me
that
proceed.
under the NDC's regime, some happened also.
Yes.
And I want to know the year that happened.
The year that it happened.
Yeah.
Which year did your mama come to power? We
As a
won
vice
just in
president.
2016.
As a vice president.
Yes.
That was in
2008.
2008.
Uh-huh.
So are you telling me that nothing happened in 2008?
If anything had happened, in
I always say
2008,
that. I always say that.
My
Look,
brother, listen,
governance in
listen,
this country did not start last 8 years. So
if anything had happened in 2008, then it would have been the fault of the government of the day. That is the Kufuor's regime.
That's why I want to know.
which
You
Kufuor's
said that-
look before.
Who supervised the elections of 2008?
Listen to me. When this man died, John Evans Atamios died, former president. When he died, John Mahama took over.
2012 elections.
He was in power,
Yeah.
and election was conducted and he
Yes.
lost.
2022.
You understand?
Incident-free elections.
Which one is free election? Were you in this
what
country?
happened?
But what happened then?
We had incidents of violence and killings in
In
this country.
2012
Yes.
and killings.
Yes.
My brother, you let me
Okay,
proceed.
so we can have it checked out from the internet.
Razak.
I think
my
You see
boss,
these things?
Pa,
This-
Yes, sir.
you know one thing. To the extent that we have a lawyer president who had won elections only in 2016, who had won elections only in 2016 to a non-lawyer, the person handed over the country to you peacefully. The person conducted the elections, lost and left power honorably for you. 2020 elections, people must die. People had to die for you to get re-election. 2024, people must die for you to lose an election. Honestly speaking, you see, every time we talk, and it has to go down to the core of the survival of this country or its democracy, I get so peeved, especially when I know that the MPP is involved and they cannot shut up. No, what gives Bamia the temerity?
Why is the NDC using shut up in this issue?
It's annoying. You listen. We all saw.
We all citizens.
Look,
my
Pa.
brother.
We all citizens.
My brother,
So
you know one
if
thing.
something is
Pa,
condemned,
Pa,
we need to
let me
condemn
tell you
it.
this.
some people-
Let me tell you this.
Oh, I'm
There's
not done
there's
with
a
my
saying
point.
there's a saying that
But I'm not done with the points I
No,
was
we
saying.
are
There's-
having a roundtable conversation.
Yes, you let me
We
make
are
this
having a
point.
round.
there's a
let
saying,
us finish.
bro. There's a saying that
Yeah.
Nsori Betua and Framadikan.
Yeah.
When this government started, and what it means is that before it rains, there will be wind. That's what it means.
Okay.
So when this government started, we cautioned them. We told them that, look, you had won and you could see supporters of the NDC going about government agencies, sacking people. When you're in this country, when all these things started.
Hey, my brother.
So is that what?
Just because
That is news.
that's
That
what
is
is
news.
because government didn't do
that is
anything.
news. No, that is news.
Government didn't do anything. Right now they are riding on it
No, my brother.
and they are causing chaos.
I want to ask him, and that was
And-
news.
and-
that was the first time a government came in, and the people belonging to the party had to invade public
In fact,
offices.
that was the first time of its kind.
This man,
I
I don't know.
said
Why,
that was the first
Are you
time
sure
of
this
its
man?
kind.
Are you a Ghanaian?
But AP, even though
My brother, you know
I'm
one
coming.
thing.
See,
Personally,
even
I
though
don't subscribe to that.
That is not the first.
Personally,
it doesn't mean it is right
yeah,
to do.
personally,
Look,
personally, you know,
I said
you know
that
me,
is
Pa,
the
you know me.
first time.
I am
said that is the
nationalistic.
first time of its kind. You have to understand
Pa,
me.
That is
That's the first time of
This
its
man is not a
kind.
Ghanaian, no. We have to scrutinize this guy's identity.
Who is not,
You know,
who is not a Ghanaian?
yes, because the way you are talking, as if you just came to Ghana.
What are you saying? Look.
No, we should be.
We
serious.
have
Listen,
we
my
have
brother,
the
my brother,
degree.
my brother,
We have the
wait,
degree.
I was making a
The
point.
degree of some of these things that we should always take into consideration.
I was on the
Pa.
floor. I was on the floor. You see, we saw the footages from Ayawaso West, my brother, in which even half-baked democracy, will you see this happen? That you have people in uniform usurping the authority of policemen and military men. I mean, hey, Nanado, MPP, Ghanaians will never forgive you guys. It's so annoying. And today you have the gut, you have the temerity. In fact, Bamia has the effrontery to come and be advising who? and be saying that they will never let this pass. So honestly speaking, Bamia, I don't know what is happening to Bamia.
Look, so because it has happened years ago, it is justified.
I'm not justifying it. Listen, my brother. Listen carefully.
So does two wrongs make a right? No.
So you see,
let's condemn
tell Baumia, you, Abdurazak, take your phone, call him, tell him that, say, next time you are talking, please be mindful of your words. They are annoying. You supervise a by-election in Iowa West, and you had to deform people. Till date, as we speak, people are in wheelchair. Look, it's like we don't know what. Do you know what it means?
Do you know what it
means to assault a sitting member of parliament?
Do you know what happened to former Honorable Howard Kumsin?
What happened to her?
You didn't see that she was hospitalized?
I don't know, my brother. You see, Razak, you are my brother. In fact, don't annoy me this morning.
I won't allow you to lie when I'm here. I won't allow you to.
My brother, do you know one thing?
To mislead the public.
Our Kumsin is in the news. Yeah. She has always been in the news for bad reason. Look, first of all, in 2020 elections, this one was in the news for causing mayhem in Kaswa. In 2024, do you know that even in her constituency, people died?
Look.
It was in her constituency you had,
my brother,
most of the recorded electoral deaths. My brother, wait. 2024, the same thing happened.
Okay.
Look, I want to call on the Minister for Interior. He should arrest this woman. Arraign her before court. Okay. And the law should deal with her. Because you see, until that is done, this woman will think that she's a superwoman. She can get away with everything she does. Okay. I mean, how dare you go to... but is that how Ghana has become? That you are nobody. You are nobody. You go to the election ground with a pepper spray. To do what with that day?
I'm coming. Let's be honest. Let's be gentle with our words. She has served as a minister of this state before.
My brother, as we speak now, what is she? What capacity? Before. What portfolio is she occupying?
Has she served the nation before or not?
My brother,
we all heard that.
You see, literally, we say yes, she has served the nation, but she has served herself. Okay, my brother, what is she looking for in Ablekuma North?
What did any other person? What was any other person looking for?
The EC was conducting elections there.
Malik Basintali.
He's the youth. In fact, Malik Basintali organized his boys on social media, and he said 5K men and 5K women gather here. Let's go. He's the main cause of this chaos.
You see.
Listen to me. Let me tell you. He's the main cause because
why you guys don't allow me to lie?
When this issue happened,
Razak, 1 minute.
Okay,
you see, my brother, you know one thing.
Personally, did not condemn it. He didn't condemn it.
Personally,
and I can show you a post here where he said,
I have issues with the guy who hit our Kumsin.
Okay,
it's improper. It's absolutely improper for you to assault even your fellow man under the law. And honestly speaking, morally, it is wrong. Even in our culture, it is wrong for you to assault a woman. Okay. As for that, any day, any time, I think that the law can, take effect on this very matter.
Okay.
But my issue is that, you see, violence everywhere. Violence somewhere is violence everywhere.
Okay.
We detest violence. We don't like it to happen because when there is peace and tranquility, we all thrive.
Okay.
Both middle people, poor people, rich people thrive. When there's peace of mind in the country, we worship well.
Okay.
We go about our work, we go about our duties as as planned. Nobody would argue on this matter. Nobody will support violence in any form. But the point is that let's be measured.
Okay.
You see, it is good that in this era, President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, is being called to act.
Okay.
Reasonable, responsible people are being called to act. It is good for our democracy.
Okay.
Hitherto, this thing cannot happen.
It's not. Look, it's not
That
reasonable.
you call
people.
Nado.
It's not reasonable. He's the president, commander-in-chief of Ghana Armed Forces. So he has the responsibility. It's not reasonable.
Okay.
I said responsible, my brother.
You said he's not even responsible. He has the he has the responsibility to act.
Please, I have the floor.
Yes,
I have the floor.
I have to correct that.
My brother, you know one thing.
You see,
series of events.
He talked about.
I'll give you.
You let him talk.
You have 1 minute.
I want to know what he wants to say.
No,
What
you
are
have 1 minute to conclude.
So he talked about
Uh-huh.
how honorable Akomsin going there
1 minute.
with pepper spray or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I am telling you that if you look at the video, you could clearly see that Honorable Hawa Kumsi was standing there, minding her own business. You understand? And then the people were coming after her. For every action, there's reaction from the opposite direction.
Okay.
And so she had to act. You don't know what they were coming to do to her.
Okay.
I don't know. She herself, she didn't know.
Okay.
But you could see that attacks were coming against her.
Okay.
And that called for that reaction. So you cannot question why she had it there.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
Yes.
What if the people were alarmed because they saw her with a weapon?
Pepper spray, is it a weapon?
Is it not?
Okay, so alarmed as in.
Now, we didn't see any civilian there holding a pepper spray or any other thing for so-called protection.
Okay.
So if maybe they saw it and they felt alarmed, probably that was why they were there too. I mean, why are you with it?
So if you
to eyewitness,
look, the law is clear.
Yeah.
If you feel threatened, you know the right thing to do. They were not authorized to go and take anything from her. The police were there to ensure security. Why did they not report to the police? Than to take the law into their own hands, trying to terrorize and intimidate people.
Okay.
That's not how things are done.
Sure.
So you could see that they clearly caused it.
Okay. Okay. Your 1 minute is up.
And let me conclude on this matter.
Okay.
You heard Malik Basintali saying that he's going to crown those who attacked her commander of the 5K men Air Force. Malik Basintali said that.
That is so wrong to say.
So wrong.
That's so wrong.
And they are not even condemning the act. They are not condemning the attack and violence that happened over there. And in fact, we are saddened. It is sad to have a government that is not listening to the plight of the people. You are not taking the citizen into you undermine and you kind of disrespect the people.
Okay. Eddie,
brother,
you have 2 minutes.
You see,
and then we.
Sincerely speaking,
Yeah.
just as I've said before, we don't condone crime. In fact, it's a crime to assault anybody, especially a citizen of Ghana.
Okay.
You see, but these questions begs for answers. How come that today this thing is sounding something new in the ears of the MPP? We have even the Ejura incident unresolved. You remember the journalist, that young guy who was videoing, going about taking videos of deplorable situations and some of the environmental, struggles the people of Ejura go through each day. That man died, and there was incident in Ejura. You saw how the policemen acted. Now we know the incident of some six young guys, in fact Muslims, Zongo people who were killed in Kumasi. My brother, it didn't stop there. Elections after elections, all the 2 elections supervised by the MPP, we saw people being maimed, people being killed, people who are innocent. They just went to, oversee an election, and they came with such casualties. My brother, sincerely speaking, I don't think that Bawumia has the temerity. He doesn't have any ground.
Look, let's
No,
let's,
come
out.
let's,
no,
let's
no, no, Razak,
You know?
Razak, you had your
It's
time.
not right that-
You had your time.
It's not
You,
right
let,
that-
you had your time. Your microphone is on. Epi.
Dr. Bamia doesn't have the right, the moral right, or moral ground to come and be advising us on electoral violence. He supervised very deadly ones. So you should resist the temptation to be coming to make comments on some of these things. And you see, his language, you saw how unpatriotic it was.
How?
Ghanaians have gone into an election. There have been violence within the same Ghanaian people. And you
Yes,
are doing
and
party
for me.
politics.
And for me.
You are doing party politics there.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, I've always had this impression that, or notion, that anybody who has gotten tutelage, political tutelage from Nanado, Ghanaians must at all times distance themselves from that person.
Okay.
Ghanaians must run away from anybody who has served or had taken any education politically from Nanado. These people cannot perform, they cannot unite, they cannot make any progress, in the lives of Ghanaians.
Okay.
So, Bamia, we beg you, you still annoy us. When we hear a name, we get angry, we get agitated. We don't want you to foment the situation now.
All right.
He should keep quiet. Please, can you send this message to Bamia?
Your time
We
is
don't
up.
want to hear him. He and Nanado, they should hide. In fact, they should go in hibernation. We don't want to see them, hear them for now. Until our heart is, is calm, we entertain them. But for now, they should keep quiet.
Okay. Dennis.
Shut up.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, we've been waiting for you.
Thank you. Good morning to all our cherished viewers and listeners.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's been quite a week. Last Friday, I think an issue that we discussed in here when we met here last week, the duly came to pass the rerun of the Ablekuma elections, and it's been successfully exercised. What do you have to say about that particular election that happened on Friday?
Okay. Good morning once again. Thank you for this opportunity. And I mean the election. I would like to just comment on the violence happening that mad the by-elections. Is it by-elections or what?
No, that's not right.
It's a rerun of 19 polling stations.
Yeah.
So both parties, it's about time. Both these two leading political parties, the NDC and the MPP, it's about time. Is it the right way to use? They learn how to conduct themselves
Okay.
Religiously in such instances.
Okay.
I mean, it shouldn't always be that whenever there is a rerun, a by-election or whatever, even in general elections.
Yeah.
I mean, there's chaos. I mean, that is not democracy. That is not democracy. So
Okay.
we plead that at least they conduct themselves in a manner which is appropriate. I mean, for our democracy.
Okay.
I mean, what the scenes we saw was not anything to write home about.
Okay.
And I heard some justification from the NDC. Please, they can do better.
Right.
Okay, so that's all I can say.
That's all you can say. Okay. Thank you.
So and I would like to extend before we delve into today's issue, there is something I would like to get off head.
Okay.
If you could kindly spare me some minute.
Okay.
Okay. So with Ghana's foreign policy, we know that since our inception as a nation, from time when we gained independence, we all know that our foreign policy direction has been non-alliance, and we be neutral. You understand? But certain commentary from His Excellency the President seems that he's taking a side.
A side on.
A side that, I mean, his commentaries seem to say that he I don't know, he has problem with the West. That shouldn't be it. You understand? We all knew that Nkrumah had his own problem with the East. With the West, but it was not visible, even in his talks and his doings. You know, you find a way to play them, because you need them anyway. His Excellency the former President John Kufuor played it very well, to the extent that we had George Bush giving us, I mean, what was the amount for the highway? It's meager, but
which statement did he make to the effect that you think he's been?
Yeah, he was saying that you don't dictate to the United States what they should do with their money. He was telling them, instead of building B-2 bombers, they should invest in healthcare. No, you don't tell the American how they should carry out their foreign policy. You don't tell them what to do. You don't dictate to them. It's like dictating, and his commentary, and even with our foreign minister, their commentary seems, I don't know. It seems they have something against the West. It shouldn't be like that.
No.
You understand?
See,
it shouldn't.
Sincerely speaking, my brother, you are not following, Ghana and foreign politics. They have not said anything different from what the Americans have been telling us.
Listen,
my brother, listen.
Look,
listen.
What I'm
let him finish.
Okay.
You see, the moment we think that we can be subdued in our decision as a nation, it should be a worry to you. Don't come and tell us that John Dramani Mahama is telling the West how they should use their resources. How? No, in that statement, what line in the statement suggests that he's instructing them or telling them? Do you know what they have done to us?
No.
My brother, I think maybe you didn't read into details.
Allow him to
but
make his point.
honestly speaking, I think this one, is below belt.
Dennis, and for me.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that Ghana, our foreign policy, whether you are on the side of the NP or NDC, we are not aligned. So their commentary should be direct towards such, and not to seem that they have a thing with the United States. I don't know, because we need them. Critically speaking, we need them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but we need them more than they do.
Non-alliance pact you are talking about.
Yes.
It should play in a situation where there are two sides to an issue. Then you see Ghana, or there are two sides of an issue that has to do with countries. Then you say that, okay, Ghana is aligning itself. No, we are not alliance. We are not aligning.
Okay, gentlemen.
It's straightforward. Please, this statement doesn't. You can't make meaning. Now you can't make meaning in that non-alliance pact.
Okay.
Yeah. Listening to what I'm saying is, I still want to make my point. Whether you agree to
say you have a problem with the statement, or you think it's not diplomatic.
No.
enough.
So have I said otherwise? My brother, have I said otherwise?
But not it's not being diplomatic doesn't mean that it has anything to do with non-alliance.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is that all their commentary seems to point to the fact that
they have issues with America.
They have issues with the West. I mean, you need them. You understand? So you should rather play them to your benefit. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Have I said anything wrong?
Suit your heart, and that is not what is happening. Just suit your heart. Fair. Okay. We are on track.
Getting into the main conversations for the day. Following up with what we just spoke about with the rerun of the Ablekuma elections, we all know the outcome of the elections, where the NDC actually had victory in that election. And this gives them a 2/3. Officially, formally, they have 2/3 in parliament.
Exactly.
This means the NDC can go on to take decisions with or without the consent or the contribution of the NPP.
That's true.
In parliament.
Yes.
And that is a serious
that is not accurate.
That is not accurate.
Yeah, that's not accurate. the NDC cannot take any decision they like without the MPP. It can never happen.
It can never happen.
So the two tests that they have in Parliament, what does it grant the NDC?
Look, let me come.
I'm coming. You come in. I want you to clarify something.
He said that's not accurate. I want to make
that's not accurate. Anybody.
We've had instances in this
no,
country
let him flow when he lands. Then you come.
Why he said it's not true? So we have to.
You will not correct me on this. You will not correct me on this. The reason why you will not correct me on this is that we have committees in Parliament that have mandates under the Constitution to function. They take decision that is pertinent to parliamentary business. So the NDC cannot take any decision they like. Just that maybe when it comes to voting, okay, in some instances they can just, get their numbers and push the agenda. But it is no. But when you say they can take any decision they like in Parliament without recourse to the MPP, that is inaccurate.
That's not good.
Now, if when we are speaking the technicalities of it, that is why we bring in the committees and the subjects or whatever to take particular decisions on particular issues. Well, that we both know that we have NPP and NDC people in such a committee. When we speak of parliamentary approvals, we are looking at the votes. Now, if NDC had the majority of the votes,
let me come in. I want to make some
I'm
clarity
coming.
to the matter. It's very important I make this.
I'm coming. Point. You will have your time. Don't worry. Okay. Just oppose I'm wrong. I want to know if there is a vote in Parliament. For instance, the LGBTQ issue. We know that it will take a vote. In such instances, looking at the numbers, does the NDC need the NPP before they pass it?
Yes, of course. Because it will be resorted to voting. So definitely the MPP is in the house, they will vote.
And I am asking that,
so this is why
looking at the vote, the numbers you have now, who has more numbers?
The NDC, absolutely.
Now, with the 2/3, it gives absolute power when it comes to voting on issues. That is what we are talking about. Now, if all your members should vote, whether NDC votes no, all NDC members can decide to vote no. With the numbers you have, you are going to carry out with the decision, right or wrong.
You see, so can I have the floor now?
Right or wrong. I just want to.
No, you see,
just oppose
in this particular matter, you don't expect a yes or no. I have to make some elaborations for you to understand me properly. Okay. You see,
he's been speaking. I have to.
No. He has a point to make.
You talk.
No,
maybe I'll factor in some of the things.
No. He has a point to make.
There's a fundamental issue that I want to comment.
Okay, so
because this is so fundamental. Okay. Under Article 91, quorum of the House is made up of 2/3 of the members. Or is it one third of the members available? It didn't say some part of the minority and some part of the majority.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So as soon as you have 1/3 of the members present, you are good to carry out business. And when it comes to voting, you need 2/3. NDC has 2/3 in Parliament.
Exactly.
It didn't say some part of the MPP or NDC.
Sure.
So when they have 2/3 of the members, they are good to go.
Exactly.
They will vote and everything will be passed.
But
you see, the fundamental issue I'm saying is that you have entrenched provision and non-entrenched provisions. So people have the misconception that, look, with the numbers NDC has in Parliament, they can extend the stay of President Muhammad to another term. That's completely false. Because chapter 8 of the 92 Constitution is entrenched provision. And that's why Article 66 comes in. And the Article 66 is what tells you that President can only go for 2 terms.
Sure.
So before you do that, it has to go through referendum.
Sure.
So it does not lie. It does not lie on Parliament alone.
And I'm happy that this is coming from you.
Yes.
Because it is actually the NPP championing this campaign. That now that they have the NDC are 2/3 in Parliament, then they are surely going to push for president to go for
What they can do is what they can amend
Mm.
is the non-entrenched provision under
Okay.
Article 291.
All right.
But as to
Yeah.
extending the tenure of president,
No, they can.
it does not lie on
Okay.
Parliament.
No,
Brother,
that's fair.
so
That's fair.
you see what he said
Mm.
dovetails into what I was saying.
Okay.
I wanted to come to that point.
Okay.
That the fact that you have the two tests doesn't mean that you can take any decision you like and go just like that. You understand?
Mm.
There are procedures that parliamentary business, deals with.
Mm.
You cannot, for the want or for the fact that you are the majority, absolute majority, you can just do anything. You can extend your stay, in power.
Mm.
No, this is not. We are not in a French, country.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure. That is understandable.
But you see, personally,
Yeah.
I have a problem with the constitution,
Okay.
and I wish that in the review.
Now, this is actually this time is factored into your own submission. So, and you know the topic at hand. What does the two texts
Mean
for the
okay.
NDC
So you see, this very topic,
Mm.
if we are to expand it, it will eat into all the three topics. Because here is it. The second topic was what about Ghana's vote,
Yeah.
abstinence from the vote, and then the ECG.
Yeah.
You see, Ghana abstaining.
Mm.
If it is a central government decision,
Mm.
what about we, the people, the ordinary people?
Mm.
Is or have our inputs been taken into that decision? No. That is, Parliament.
Okay.
Number two, the ECG is a body created by parliamentary enactment.
Okay.
And how is Parliament handling ECG?
Okay.
So you see it now. Separation of powers. At the same time, we are talking about a particular system where all the three arms intertwine. They intertwine every how.
Okay.
My brother, that is why I've always been calling for an absolute independent arm,
Okay.
so that the judiciary is completely independent,
Mm.
the legislature is equally independent, then the executive too. Because when you leave the executive to have a shadow control over the other two arms, the people will be shortchanged.
Yeah, that's true.
You see it now.
Okay.
This is the central government made up of the president and his ministers, and the ministers, almost 70% must be drawn from parliament.
From with
What's the percentage?
What the-
About 30 or so.
30.
no.
Please, can you
70%
check?
from
Can you
parliament.
check for us so
I
that?
think it's
Well,
30.
It's 30.
It's
You
30.
don't take 70% of. It's 30.
Really? Okay.
Wow.
So you can still check for us. You see,
Yeah.
even if it's 10%,
Mm.
it means that there's a control, some degree of control the president will have
Mm.
in parliament.
Mm.
Is absolutely inappropriate.
Inappropriate. Okay.
You see it now. The NDC has majority in parliament.
Yeah.
They have an NDC president
President.
in the seat,
Sure.
meaning
President
A
makes
minimum of
appointments.
50%.
50%.
A minimum.
Minimum of 50%.
That means they can go even beyond.
So
that.
you see it.
Yeah.
And that's very inappropriate.
I'm telling you. So I have a problem with this provision.
And presidents also have the mandate to appoint to the judiciary.
My brother, do you know what? It is the president nomination that gets approval by
Approval
parliament.
For the judiciary.
So can the judiciary, the head of the judiciary, be independent?
So
This is
what's
a
your
serious issue.
proposal? What's your proposal for the judiciary to be independent?
I'll come to that. You see,
Okay, but with that,
I see where
how does all this factor into?
I see where you
the
are.
majority
You are trying to
have
go.
in
yes, that's the
parliament?
point I'm making. For instance, look, this LGBTQ thing.
Yeah.
The people of Ghana, as it is clear, we detest it, we abhor it, we don't like it.
Okay.
Even in our traditional setups, these things are not welcomed.
Abominable, yeah, abominable.
But you see, you have an executive president who has control over parliament, and for that matter, if that the government of the day has the interest in pursuing the agenda favorable to the that community, LGBT, whatever, these people, I don't even know who created them. You understand? If the president has that agenda of favoring them, he will just get parliament to just
Sure.
and it is a problem.
Sure.
Because the NDC has majority.
Yeah.
But we thank God that we have a president like John Dramani Mahama. That's why I always say that if there's any loophole, there's any vacuum in the constitution, there's going to be serious problem. We shouldn't say, I think the framers of the constitution thought that everybody would be good like John Dramani Mahama. It's not everybody who can be good like John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. We have people like Nanado. We have people like Bamia.
Okay.
We have
And
you see, when these people, this second batch of people get, if they get hold of the presidency with two-thirds majority, look at what they did without even two-thirds. The kind of hardship they meted out to Ghanaians.
So we didn't have to tell. What were your MPs doing when we were doing all that we were doing?
But that is the point.
That's a good question.
No, it's the same thing you are complaining now. We will talk. They will tell us that you can have your say, we'll have our way. And that's what they did. Look, Nanado should have been the president who should have attached sympathy, wisdom, intelligence to governance, because you're a lawyer.
No. That's
you
not
understand?
A good thing to see.
But Nanado saw the loophole.
That's not a good reference.
Took advantage of it.
Look,
went his way.
My brother, you are being delusional.
That's what happened.
You are being delusional.
Okay.
You see, my brother. So
your time is up.
No. It's not.
Your time is up.
My brother, you know one thing.
Do you know how many?
I'm also timing myself.
So how many minutes have you done?
Now I've just done 1 minute and some few seconds. My brother, you know one thing.
And for me.
You know one thing. The majority the NDC has now, I can assure the people of Ghana will be put to good use.
Okay.
We'll make sure that everything that goes to Parliament from the presidency will inure to the benefit of the ordinary Ghanaian.
Okay.
We will not take advantage of that majority to do anything untoward to the destiny of this country.
Okay, that's fair.
And I pray that with this majority, my president, Ghana's president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will review the constitution devoid of personal interest. Will use this majority to review and create a constitution,
a working one,
a constitution that will be second to none. I pray,
because this constitution there,
because if this is not done, in the unlikely event, God forbid, if God wants to punish us again, oh my goodness. So my brother,
thank you very much. Razak, you're on floor.
Okay. So talking about the majority in Parliament, and the need for a constitutional review, I was hoping that he would make a submission as to what he think could be done, as in proposal for making the other organs of government stand independent. Okay. But the issue is that, look, you have judiciary as one of the major organs of government in this country, and you are requesting for a review to make the judiciary independent. The appropriate thing is to offer a solution, because if you identify a problem, you offer a solution. You understand? Yeah. But as we speak, do you know the spirit of the Constitution with regards to why the appointment to the judiciary is done by the president? The main reason is that you don't want to have a judiciary, a system where the judiciary have to run for power to get to office. Because if they are not appointed by the president, that means they would have to run for power to become, let's say, the chief justice.
Okay.
And that would put the justice system at, a place that is not right.
Okay.
Because you would have, if it looks like a political office, justice will not be delivered.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Sure.
So the main thing we are looking at here is a way of ensuring that we have separation of powers work.
Okay.
Otherwise, we are just going to have a system where everybody is a politician, just like the judiciary. You appoint to the judiciary, you don't elect to the judiciary, and that's how you when you elect to the judiciary, you cause the judiciary, you put justice at risk. So with the 2/3 majority that they have, I've already stated that they only have to, what they can only do is to amend the entrenched, non-entrenched provisions of the constitution. Aside that, the entrenched ones, it has to go through referendum.
Okay.
And that's completely what it is.
Okay.
And then looking at the issue of the LGBTQI,
Yeah.
I feel
Are we on that?
No, we haven't touched on that yet. But
okay,
we'll
we've
get
not
into
touched
that,
on that.
yes. So
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So he mentioned that President Mahama is good. He's saying what, and I feel like whilst I was on my seat, I felt disappointed that someone who cannot even condemn an act of violence, someone who cannot call out people who are not acting properly, because we're in this country when what is his name, the foreign minister, Mirror of Justice. Mirror of Justice went and threatened a minister in America, or is he a member of parliament?
Is a senator?
A senator, good.
Senator, yeah.
You threaten the person, and right now you can imagine. Right now, if you are going to America, a single month entry.
No, but has it got
nothing to do with that.
Has it got to do with the
you can't say.
Nothing to do with that.
Oh, were we was this
So-
sanction
so,
on us?
so
Was
your
this
talk
sanction
was-
on
that's
us?
not
No,
true.
the sanction was, we didn't have that sanction.
But the
It is
sanction,
after the threaten, and
was it only given to
even
Ghana?
our vice
Was
president.
it only given to Ghana?
Eh?
The sanction, was it only given to Ghana?
No, other countries.
Was it? It was not only given.
Nigeria.
They said
So,
Nigeria is
so you are saying Okujetu
Cost
has that power?
That's
Nigeria
provoke.
already has their issues.
That's not true.
Nigeria have their issues and Ghana has their issues.
Go
So you don't threaten don't threaten a senator. You see, you are the top diplomat of this country, and so you are supposed to at all time, conduct yourself properly.
Okay.
You speak in a diplomatic manner.
Okay.
International scene, you don't act as if you are the Ogbaro when you are just someone owing.
Hey.
We are owing in this country.
Okay.
So you have to, even though when they need us, we need them. But you have to act, properly.
Okay. Okay.
So if President Mahama is this good, why is it that he has not issued a statement to condemn what is happening in happened in Ablikman, not America? You said he's good. Why is it that he has not issued statement to condemn it?
Okay.
Why is it that no minister has issued statement to condemn it? And even Malik Basitali is encouraging it. Nobody is saying anything.
Okay.
Right now,
How good is he?
Please, AP, please.
It's not your turn, so you have to keep quiet. How good is he?
Okay.
Oh, we're in this country.
Okay.
When President Mahama and his ministers, as soon as they assume office, no chaos everywhere.
hey,
Chaos everywhere.
Okay.
And I can tell you that in my constituency, my member of parliament, NPP tax went and attacked his house, broke his Honor Mustafa Yusuf. They broke his house glasses and took a lot of things that he had bought to give the constituency.
Wow. He has bought
Yes,
to give to the
to
constituency.
give to the constituency members.
When did he buy it?
He bought them just before we lost elections.
Okay. And he couldn't share them then.
But it's his decision to share.
Okay. Now that's fair.
It's not anyone's decision.
That's fair.
So they had no right to or whatsoever to go and attack and
Okay,
take
that's
and take
fair.
steps.
I like that.
That's fair. That's fair. Dennis.
Please, I would want to clear this. Please, the earlier submission that I made in regards to our foreign policy direction has nothing to do with our Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs comment or reply to the senator. It has nothing to do with that. I was only concerned when the likes of Senegal, Liberia, and co were invited to the White House without Ghana, that is when I started raising eyebrows that, what is happening? Then I started tracing it back to some commentary, to some commentary made by His Excellency the President. Okay. I mean, yeah.
Just 3 seconds.
Yeah.
To be honest and sincere with you.
Yeah.
And to be honest and sincere with you.
Yeah.
They should even sleep in the White House. It's not Ghana's business. Our own is that we want partnership where everybody will benefit. Do you know what they are going to discuss there?
So can you
how steal the resources of Africa and make America better? That is what is happening. No, this has nothing to do with diplomacy.
Okay. You just said that we need partnerships.
Yes.
But can you sit in your
how many years have they
partnering? Can you?
No. Do you know one thing? They need the resources. They should come.
Oh.
Okay. I'm about to hey. Stop sympathizing with this. And Ghana is not part. Hey, Ghana must be part of a good deal. We will not be part of a deal that will come and then colonize us again.
Okay, that's fair.
You even bring me back to Nanado signing that.
Go. If you bring Nanado, we are not closing today.
Okay.
I don't know what Nanado has done to
with the issue regarding the absolute majority that the NDC is enjoying now, I would want to sway from what my two brothers have said, and I would want to look at it from this angle that that the Ghanaian, I mean, from what happened in the 8th Parliament, I'm thinking that the electorate gave this overwhelming majority to the NDC to operate freely because they thought that the hung parliament, in the hung parliament there was pockets of some resistances. There was some pockets of resistance. You understand? So please, why would you should have waited? I mean, I was making a submission. Sorry to.
That's fine.
You understand? I'm thinking. In when you watch clips of His Excellency the President, when he was in opposition, he was saying that, vote for me and give us an overwhelming majority so that we can throw out some provisions in the constitution which is pulling us behind. So I'm thinking that we have now given you the overwhelming majority that you were crying for. So I hope, and President Mahama, I really do trust him that he would use it to the benefit of Ghana, especially the constitution. I mean, the constitution, I don't think is a working one. So we should overhaul it and make things work. A proper review.
I have a dissenting view.
You have it? Okay. Okay.
You know, this constitution has not done anything wrong. For the past 30 years, we've had peace in this country with this same constitution. So how do you describe such a constitution as non-working constitution? How?
Okay.
My rebuttal on this matter. Anybody from the MPP fraternity will see this constitution as a very workable one. But we Ghanaians know that there are loopholes in this very constitution. We need to seal so that we can work and see progress as a nation.
And Akufo-Addo made it west. And President His Excellency Akufo-Addo, the former president, he made it west. I mean, he exposed the constitution that you have anyone in his shoes.
You know one thing.
Let me make his point.
No, I want to
get
I'm getting you in your submission. You see, when Georgina Wood was in the helms of affairs of the judiciary, Atamos came, left her, because nobody could find ground to say that this woman misconducted her office. John Dramani Mahama came, worked with this woman, and when she was retiring, we all saw we heard her comments that she thanked all the presidents and said that even the NDC were not happy seeing her in office, but the two presidents ensured that she kept her office. Kufuor, I always say that in Ghanaian politics, the most intelligent president is Kufuor. if he hates you, he knows how to get rid of you in a very diplomatic manner. You yourself, you'll be happy that he has thrown you out of his, But he ensured that he tamed his desire to put an openly partisan person in the judiciary. Unlike Nanado, Baumia, these two people ensure. You see what how she's disgracing herself.
Separate Baumia.
It is not. No.
That
was his boss, my brother.
That's why I said he's being delusional.
Baumia has always said that his boss, the one who taught him politics, is President Akufo. You see John Dramani Mama.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
He was trained by who?
Listen to me, my brother.
John Evans Atamo. You see how calm, how gentle, how good, how hardworking they are.
He's a smiling mafia.
Look at Nanado and Baumia. Sometimes I think these guys are twins, but because they behave, the same.
No.
Oh,
my
look
brother,
at Bamia's
let's speak to issues. Let's speak to
what
issues.
comment did he make? What comment?
Even
he's inciting the public. He's inciting the people of MPP that what has happened will be noted.
Then you don't know. You don't know Baumia.
My brother.
This is the man who, because he didn't want violence, after the election, he calmly
did what?
acceded to the fact that
he has lost what we expect.
But he could have held on, and that could have
He could have held on. He could have held on.
Hold on to the declaration. Hold on to to tell the public that.
And so what? So what?
You see, today as we speak, people are blaming him for doing the early concession.
Really? No, didn't John Dramani Mahama do the early concession?
So what we are saying is that this is the man
is that news?
Who, out of love for peace,
love for
country, he made early concession just to ensure that there's peace.
Listen, Atamus has made that before.
Like Mahama did in 2016.
So no, let me
Atamus has done that before. John Dramani Mahama has done that.
I don't want to talk about Mahama. So let me talk about this.
No, let's make progress.
We are done with
He keeps mentioning Dr. Baumia's name. So I want us to get clarity here. We know what the constitution says the function of president is. It's determined by the president. You understand? So the issue here is that the vice president does not have absolute. If you look at what we have here, what we have currently, it looks like we don't even have vice president.
Really?
Okay.
What's horrible,
my brother?
By convention, job is prescribed by the president or by the constitution.
No, it's not true.
Gentlemen, please, kindly listen to me. Kindly listen to me. Kindly listen to me. Kindly listen to me. What we are going to do is this: if I give you your time for submission, whatever you want to see, you fix it in that.
Okay, no problem.
But when your time is up, it's up. I've granted grace period since we started the show. Okay. Now moving on to the next topic for discussion. It's we all know Ghana's stance. We've known it since time immemorial. How we don't accommodate this LGBTQ plus in the country, and so bills has been sent to Parliament for it to become a formal constitutional decision for us not to have it entertained in Ghana here.
Such a shameful thing.
Please let's move on. I want to come on first.
Okay, on this issue. Yes. Okay. And so we've been deliberating on this. Past government failed to pass the bill. The bill died. We have a new government who we were expecting to have concluded with passing this bill already. It's still pending, as they put it. And now there was a world recognition of this particular LGBTQ plus whatever. And Ghana, who boasts of not being interested in entertaining this, during the votes abstained themselves. They couldn't cast whether yes or no. And for this, the NPP thinks that that is hypocritical of a government who, when in opposition, criticized the party in power then for not being able to pass the bill. And if now you have the mandate to pass it, or even made it known, make it known to the world that we don't accept it, so it's a no-no for us, they still couldn't. What do you make of this?
Okay.
Do you think the cries of the NPP is justifiable, looking at the fact that they couldn't even pass it when in power?
Yes.
And now they are on the necks of other people.
So we have an insincere government in power, government that is dishonest, government that does not follow their principles.
Yeah.
They think they are principled kind of politicians, but when they get to power, it tends to be otherwise.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you have a whole president who speak to the Christian Council. John Dramani Mahama told them that, look, my belief is against these LGBTQI community activities.
Sure.
Honorable Sam George has championed this, and as at the time, I liked him because I didn't want the LGBTQI activities.
Okay.
So Sam George was one person I liked very much because of his advocacy on this matter.
Okay.
You understand?
Sure.
And we have more other MPs from the NDC side speaking against this bill.
Okay.
So you could see that as in opposition, what was happening now, it was used as a tool or a political weapon.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
Because I find it difficult to understand why getting into office, we are about 7 months now. The bill has not been read the first time in Parliament. Some judge claimed that he has resubmitted. What is keeping it, I don't know.
Sure.
And President Mahama has refused not to talk about it again. He's not talking about this LGBTQ, which has helped him win elections.
Sure.
And currently, as we speak, the whole country is seeing the hypocritical nature of the NDC. Why am I saying this? You see, if you let's take it back to when President Nanadu was in government.
Sure.
The main issue was that, and the basis for which it was not passed as at the time, is that there was an injunction in court.
Okay.
And this country, we run separation of powers, the principle of democratic governance. We have so you cannot expect that the president will overlook the powers of the judiciary to go ahead and sign a bill that has been passed when there's an injunction against the matter in court. So to ensure that separation of power works, you allow the other organ of government to execute their duties, give a judgment on the matter, and then you as the executive, you can also take your decision as to whether you want to assent to the bill or not. But you don't go ahead assenting to the bill without having recourse to what is happening in court. That would be undermining the powers of the judiciary. You understand my point? So that was why President Akufo-Addo could not sign the bill, because there was no verdict from court with regards to the matter.
Yet e-levy was passed.
And right now, you see, I don't like this intrusion. Let me make my point. You will have your turn. Yes. So right now, John Dramani Mahama is in government. And I remember him telling Akufo-Addo that it is your turn and it is your duty to deal with it. So what is happening today? That they want to vote on the mandate of independent expert on this matter, and Ghana is abstaining from voting. What do we want? And look, I have the release here from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I'll show it to you. On point 3, this is what the release said. The question before the council was whether persons who identify as LGBTQI should be protected against violence, discrimination, or not. It was about support for it was not about support for LGBTQI rights. And the basis for which Ghana did not vote was here. It stated in point 4 that Ghana abstained in the vote to be consistent with Chapter 5 of Article 17 of the 1992 Constitution, which specify prohibit discrimination on grounds of gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, or social and economic status. So look at the last part of it. Our understanding of the traditional definition of gender is male, sex, or female. Sex, especially when considered with reference to social, cultural differences. So the understanding here is that the understanding is that sex is referring to either female or male.
Okay.
So if you look at Article 17, the distinction is just gender.
Okay.
So if you have the understanding that gender is just male or female, then why did you not vote? This is the contradiction from the statement that has been released from the foreign minister. Why did you not vote?
Okay.
Does that mean we are changing our stand because we are in government?
Fair question.
So the inconsistencies from the minister alone tells us that they are not committed to their words.
Okay.
They are not committed to their so-called principles.
Okay.
This is the government that wins election based on the riding on the fact that President Akufo-Addo is supporting the LGBTQI community here. And this is the first time in this country that we have a president like John Dramani Mahama, who they claim to be so good, and who is also seen to be against LGBTQI community from his own words. We have the first time that LGBTQI people came to our Independence Square, took pictures, and then posted it on social media. And when we cried, the president did not listen. No action has been taken against those people.
Oh, no,
no one has been arrested.
Have you heard that?
And in fact, I'm being fair here.
No
one has been arrested.
No, but
real. Have you heard that?
It is real.
Is it?
But how do you blame the president for this? How do you?
It is AI generated, and then later on, he posted on his Twitter handle that his finding has showed that it was real. It's not AI generated.
Okay.
So you look at this. You are a minister. Why did you come to peddle falsehood without any proof that this is AI generated? You said it in the floor of parliament without any facts.
Sure. Okay.
And later on, you've come to concede to the fact that it was real.
Okay.
This is contradictions. This is a government. I stated it the last time. So government of contradiction, inconsistent with their principles.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. AP.
My brother just wasted some minutes in his submission because he read out the reasons the ministry gave for abstaining.
And the inconsistency in the reason.
And there was absolute consistency.
Okay.
Maybe he didn't understand. He didn't take his time to understand what he read. The minister is saying that our constitution guarantees the right of individuals, no matter their gender. So if the issue on table for discussion has to do with divorcing protection of individuals, we abstain. Are you getting my point? The issue they are discussing, UN, that committee was discussing, was that should the specialists continue their work in assisting people in that community to protect their right, to ensure that they don't get discriminated. And Ghana abstained. What is wrong about this?
Why did they abstain? You said you don't want.
So they should be killed.
You want to protect their
So
rights.
they should be killed. They should be assaulted.
That's not the issue.
Ghana says that we can't, we cannot endorse, we cannot approve, we cannot disapprove. We are abstaining.
Look, if you don't want something, and you've made your stand that you don't want it, why do you then want to protect their rights?
Are you aware that
we don't want LGBTQ, right?
My brother, you don't understand the law.
Why do you want to protect
you don't understand
the rights
the law,
of LGBTQ?
my brother. Are you aware that even a criminal, excuse my language, has a right in Ghana here? You cannot say that somebody is a criminal, so he should be killed.
Then you don't understand the topic. Topic of the day.
I said you read it, you didn't understand. My good.
You
read.
On the authority of independent experts, not about killing.
Oh my brother, continue. You continue. Read the topic.
AP, you have 3 minutes to finish, and you are letting him intrude in your time.
He's interjecting, but what can I say? Because I'm an expert at that. So
no. When you are
I can heckle him. But you see, I told you he read the thing he didn't understand.
Okay.
The issue on table was that should experts continue to render service in securing people's rights, preventing discrimination against them. Ghana says we will not vote on this matter.
Okay.
Inclusive of the LGBTQI.
But that's the topic.
See,
that's what they are discussing. My brother.
You have
So
the
you-
right to make a reservation.
Do I have the floor
can
with you?
call and then tell us that, look,
Am I
you-
sharing the floor with you?
I have
You are not
muted.
saying that-
I've muted his
So
microphone,
please.
so I don't
Okay,
know why
okay. Thank you
have
very much.
kept
Thank you very
quiet.
much. Thank you very much. I didn't know that. So you see, Ghana says, okay, we will not participate in this voting, but our stand is that culturally, religiously, in fact, nationally, we abhor LGBTQ and their activities.
Okay.
We still stand by that.
Okay.
And you see, let me tell you something. I think that I would like to commend the Honorable Minister Okujeto Ablakwa. Within the short time he has been in office, he's been able to prove that the blacks or the black race must stand firm.
Okay.
You understand? You see,
Is that what they did in the abstinence of the?
no, I mean that a series of events that this man has, has engaged in.
Okay.
It's a proof that we are having a shining star, emerging.
Okay.
You see it. It makes sense.
Okay.
We are against LGBTQ and their activities.
Okay.
But if you have people in this country who are doing it, they are also citizens.
Okay.
I'm a Muslim. To be honest with you, I'm not an ordinary Muslim. You understand?
Yeah.
I know Islam.
Okay.
So I will not come and sit here and propagate the interest of LGBTQ.
Okay.
In fact, I know very well that it is not healthy for you to even be among them. You understand? When you remember the story told in Quran of the people of Lut, you your very self, you know that it's not only a national thing, it's a spiritual thing.
Okay.
You understand? But the issue is that they remain Ghanaians. And our constitution is not religious. It's a secular constitution. It must guarantee and secure the rights of every other Ghanaian, no matter their gender, no matter what. In fact, even, excuse my French, criminals have rights that must be protected under the constitution.
Okay.
So it is right. But let me hasten to add that any decision they will make with regards to this LGBTQ must make sense.
Okay.
It must be in tandem with the spirit of this country.
Okay.
Or else the NDC cannot be forgiven.
Okay. Thank you.
You understand?
Sure.
And
Kindly end for me.
yes, the statements he's making, I think he should take his time. The MPP, in fact, the MPP in general should take their time. This LGBTQ thing, the war against it started with the NDC in opposition. So, and whilst we were fighting, now you are giving us instance, and the matter was before court, there was an injunction put on it. Do you know that it was within the same period the E-levy was passed, in spite of the fact that there was an injunction placed on passing of the E-levy bill in Parliament? Yet the president, in fact, this Chief Justice, we are there.
It's okay. Dennis.
What do you mean?
Dennis.
This Chief Justice told us that to hell with all the legal proceedings, they should go ahead, the Parliament should go ahead and pass it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And that when they are done, there will be ratification.
Dennis.
And brother.
Okay. So thank you once again for this opportunity. I mean the reason for the abstinence from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
Considering the position of the NDC when they were in opposition.
Okay.
So I mean it's early days yet. So let's give them some time. I mean in excess of, what's the percentage? In excess of 80% of Ghanaians frown upon this. So I don't think the NDC.
Have you read it?
No, but it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. to me personally, it doesn't make it doesn't make sense to me. So let me make my submission. Come on, allow me make my submission. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, I know the NDC. I know President Mahama, and I trust him well that he will come clean on this. So let's give them some time. Okay. But still, I insist that it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, cool. But you see, you still haven't mentioned what's in the statement.
No, we don't have time to delve in this matter. No, we don't have time. I mean, we have ECG issues to do. It doesn't make sense to me.
He says it doesn't make sense to me. It's legitimate.
Please,
please. That's legitimate.
The issues in ECG
you see,
mismatch.
You have your right,
Dennis,
to say it doesn't make sense to you.
Yes.
And end the day. That is your right.
No, I didn't end in there. I went ahead to make.
Can be misinforming, but that is your right. And I'm saying that the right of people engaged in LGBTQ is secured under the Constitution. No. My brother, you don't understand. No. Listen.
Let's not mislead the public. It's not guaranteed under the Constitution.
That's right.
It's what is guaranteed under the Constitution is the right of gender.
My brother, listen.
Gender is male and female.
My brother, that is the point I'm making.
So
what I'm saying is that
it is not definitely defined.
It is not the activity. No, the activities definitely is not the activities of those in the community is not grounded in the Constitution. Okay. But the point is that they are Ghanaians.
You are changing stance.
Oh, my brother.
No,
this is English language.
I get you.
This is English language.
I understand.
What I'm saying is that we abhor, we detest, we frown upon LGBT, whatever, activities. Okay? But you have Ghanaians doing it. But these Ghanaians have rights under the Constitution,
which must be protected.
It must be. I saying that
which must be protected.
I saying that when you see somebody
that concludes.
Yeah. But
no, my brother, when you see a Ghanaian walking and you have evidence that he's LGBT, so you have to go and maim him.
Let's assume
you have to go and kill him.
Please, it's my point.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Let's assume that their rights should be protected. Let's assume that their rights should be protected.
As Ghanaians.
Not
as LGBTQ people.
Okay, so as Ghanaians.
As Ghanaians.
Okay, that's fine.
They don't have the right to carry on with whatever they are doing in this country.
All right, that's fine. Doing our last submission topic. Please, our time is up, so we are only doing just two minutes and then
you see,
wrap up.
Sincerely speaking, just imagine I am selling porridge to you. Then I tell you go and bring your cup to meter how much porridge I give you. Does it make sense? Look, the ECG as a body, they must sit up.
2 minutes.
Yes, they must sit up.
Okay.
First of all, you embedding the citizens by letting them pay for meters. Where have you heard this thing happen? That you are selling a commodity to me and I must pay for the meter or the measuring thing you are going to use to give me. And you go and then bring meters that, because this is business, there's horse trading, somebody will go and import the meters for government. And you don't care about how defective the meter can be. It will begin to run. It will run anyhow. You see, that body, that ECG body, I don't know which demigod is there.
What do you think the energy ministry should do about all these?
A total overhaul.
A total overhaul. I think this parliament should take back the ECG, work on it before it begins. It will let them render services to Ghanaians. Because I don't know, how can I bear the brunt of a default? I don't know how to put a default meter.
Okay.
A meter that has defects.
Okay.
That will read abnormally. Then you come back to bill me. You bill me, I have to pay. I don't have a say. You see, because they have seen that light is a commodity we cannot do away with. Sure. If you lose it for some few minutes, you become uneasy.
You think they are taking
They are riding on that.
Okay.
They have to be very, very careful.
Okay, thank you.
I have a lot to say about ECG.
I think
then you made us waste time on nonsense.
We'll treat ECG or the energy ministry, energy sector.
Then you will come back and say that you are going to have a nationwide what? Have you worked on yourself properly?
Razak, Let me hear from you.
Okay. So the
Operation
ECG,
Let's All Pay.
the ECG is conducting. Is it Operation Recover or what?
Yeah.
Yes, they want to get all the monies that people owe them.
No, it's not Operation Recover. It's more of let's all contribute to.
There's that's
Yeah. So the
word,
intention is that they want to get
Operation
all
something,
money,
something.
all money that is being missing, and then people that are doing illegal connection, people that owe
and
them,
stage tissues
and
that
all that. That's what they intend to do.
I think they
You
should
see,
start with
it's
another
more of-
the man you should
It's more of now
a
they're
lot.
asking us all to contribute to paying the debt that we owe in our energy sector.
Okay. So
And
so
then
It is
these
very
things,
expensive in Ghana.
these things weren't even caused by we
the-
citizens. And there's the ECG as a body
okay.
who caused all this mess. So why is it now us that the government is calling on us to, contribute in paying this? It doesn't make any sense.
So
Already
that
we've done our
is,
due.
You
So
see,
that is
a body
leadership deficit.
created by Parliament
It's our time. It's our
will
time.
have their head being appointed from executive.
Razak.
They will come and mess everything. They will put political people there.
So that is leadership deficit, and this is something we've been battling with in this country for a very long time.
Okay.
Leadership is one of the main problems
Yeah.
that we have in this country. You have someone in a leader or someone in leadership position, and then the way he or she conduct herself or himself in during the business process is worrying, because I feel like you have an organization like ECG that can possible administer prepaid meters. Prepaid meter, if you don't pay, you won't use the lights. And these big organizations like parliaments, you have the court structure, you have all these big organizations. Give them prepaid meter.
Okay.
If they don't pay, would they use the electricity? No.
Okay.
But you allow them to be using electricity, and then all of a sudden you are coming to
ask us to pay.
It doesn't sound well.
Okay.
And right now, we have debt there that we have to pay,
Yeah.
which is leading to the introduction of this D-levy, insensitive D-levy, because I feel like patching up the loophole, you could get money to solve all these problems instead of introducing levy on Ghanaians.
Okay.
That's completely insensitive.
Sure.
And so we are. Oh.
No. Go on with your submission. Go on.
He knows there's a problem with his submission.
Go on.
You see, immediately they came into office. They told us that a total of 2,000 something containers were missing.
Okay.
And then after some months later, those things they said they were ECG cables. Some months later, they came to tell us that they've recovered what number, about 1,300 and something percentage.
Okay.
So we are saying that this government is riding on us. They are not being sincere with us.
Okay.
How did he get missing? How did you find it? They've not
my
told
brother
us.
for once be nationalistic. Abba, this is a national problem. Why are you linking?
Okay,
trying
so
to
the
link?
understanding here is that I have a different understanding of this matter. If you say I should be nationalistic,
He was, so you should. You understand? He set the tone. I mean, he attacked the issue head on. I mean,
okay, so you something cannot be missing without us knowing how it
no,
got
no,
missing.
no.
Let's know. There has to be transparency.
Are we even talking about
They has this is ECG matter. The containers are for ECG.
Then because we talk about the law
That is ECG. So let's deal with ECG. We're dealing with ECG
You
here.
know what? Next week, when
do
we
easy.
gather in this, we will.
Okay,
we will
quickly.
do it
I'm
as
reading.
a subject matter.
So
We'll
I'll
treat our
conclude on
energy
this
sector.
matter.
Okay.
I'll conclude on this matter. The ECG, the containers that they said were missing, it was meant to enhance the work of the ECG. You understand?
Brother, your time is up. You are not. You are just. So in conclusion.
In conclusion, I have not concluded.
Okay,
In
so
conclusion, the energy minister and the ECG, they should do a better job. They've been poor, they perform poorly, and we cannot clap for them at the moment. They should do a better job. I think I'll conclude.
Okay, quickly. I would like to read a piece. 2024 revenue underreporting.
Okay.
Audits reviewed ECG underreported revenue by 5.33 billion in 2024.
They underreported it.
Yes, exacerbating financial strain.
Wow.
I mean, do you know what Mohammed's president, His Excellency the President's research, I think should extend to the ECG.
Sector, yeah.
Not you. Let's separate ECG from the energy sector for now. I mean, ECG. We should tackle ECG stuff. I mean, they've gone away with too much. I mean, the research should touch them. I mean, ECG. There's a lot of troubles. I mean, we should have proper time to
I think a week
to
today,
deal with issues of ECG and the energy sector as a whole.
Okay.
I mean,
We can get
one Saturday and
morning to afternoon.
I have a lot to say. Charlie, the energy sector.
I've heard you.
this country.
I've heard you. Please,
You cannot use this.
your last words. Dennis, since you're on your last words before we leave this team.
Yeah, my last words. I mean, I think was it last week or the last 2 weeks? I don't know. Last month. I don't know when I was here last, and I was complaining about the hiking prices.
Sure.
I mean, things are bloody expensive.
Okay.
I mean, although the president, I commend him for his interventions and all of that, the fall in the dollar to CD and all that. No, it's not artificial. It's happening. It's reflecting.
So why
but
is it not reflecting in the economy?
no,
Please, this is your
Please.
last.
You have agreed to the fact that prices of goods
Dennis,
are
his mic is off.
expensive.
Speak. His mic is off.
because how is it possible that things in the shops of Mokola should be expensive than things sitting on the shelves of ShopRite and Malcolm? It doesn't make sense. So we plead on His Excellency the President to look at this for us. I mean, prices of goods and services are expensive, and it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Razak, your last words.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
So with this, I'll just conclude by urging the government to, my brother is trying to laugh. I don't know why he wants to hear.
I just want to listen.
So as Ghanaians, at the moment, Ghana, we are going through a lot, and we are urging on the government to remove all the artificial activities they are doing on the economy, and let us have the real economy that we are supposed to have. Bank of Ghana is giving us different rates, and then when you go to the forex bureaus, you get different rate of the ECG. And even the fall of the the dollar, it has no reflection in our market. So it feels as though we've been, scammed in a way into believing that the dollar has fallen, but we still have the impact of the dollar in our economy.
Sure. Okay.
So the government should do better. They should try and then ensure we get the best they promise us.
Okay.
Yes, I'll stop on this. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Razak.
Thank you very much. I want to extend my regards to my constituency leadership, and then the youth organizer for Domiko Abenya, Haji Kara. He's been doing fantastic work in the constituency.
Yeah.
You see, this is the first time, and nobody can dispute this, where you send somebody or you go to buy something and they tell you, oh, yatitiso. Yes, it's a reality.
Okay.
So we are hoping that in this is only or just in 7 months we are seeing this thing happen. Sure. It has never ever happened in the history of Ghana that you go to buy something at a shop, you know the price, and they tell you that, oh, yatitiso.
Okay.
Sugar is one. I have experienced that.
With iron rods.
You understand? Iron rods.
A ton of iron rods.
You understand?
Sure.
So we are praying for John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency.
Sure.
May God give him the strength, the wisdom, the passion. I always say that His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama is born a president.
Okay.
So we pray for him. We urge every Ghanaian to support him in this bid to revive and then take Ghana, high. And so, my brother, I promised you I'll bring you attire. Yeah, so
Thank you.
this is it.
Thank you.
You see, it's inscribed on it what benefits you gain.
Oh, gain,
Okay. Both for women and men.
Okay.
Trust me, this thing is like magic. So you try it.
Wow.
You give one to your brother. And then
My producer here.
Yes.
He doesn't like it.
Oh, he will like it. And trust me, next time or when you take it, within some few hours, you call me to tell me that when I'm coming, I should bring you more.
Really? And
this thing, you get it from Alaji Guda.
Wow.
At Ofanko Barrier, opposite Adobe's kitchen.
Okay.
It lowers cholesterol. It boosts your immune system. It's, does a lot on your, on your system.
Wow.
Yes. But I always advise that, please, your attire should be made from his point.
Yeah.
If you commit any mistake
and get it from any other
of
source.
Joining people who have set fire to prepare attire and you don't know them well, you are tempted to take hard, substances.
Okay.
But your attire from Alaji Guda is safe. It's very healthy.
Okay.
So my regards to my mother, Hajia Fati, and my sister Faiza.
Okay.
Yeah, I love them all.
Okay, we also love them all, and I want to use the opportunity to thank you all for making the show worthwhile. I thank our audience, our listeners, and our viewers for making time with us throughout the show. This is what we call the curtains on the show. Stay tuned, a lot of goodies coming your way. See you same time tomorrow.